been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it. And we may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head.
cheater? I don't think so.
Welcome everybody back today. It is the last day of the Semper community series. I'm hyped. I'm Jokey. You already know me, and by my side is my favorite caster.
Yummy. I'm very glad to be here. I think we're gonna have some special and very exciting matchups today.
Oh, I think too. As you said, matchups. We're going fast over the first matchup. It is going to be Yes versus Chemnitzer DB. Its full team name is Chemnitzer Drüberschaububen, but it's easier to say Chemnitzer DB for us. So you have to
Exactly.
live with that. And yeah, it is a funny matchup because both of the teams are the strongest and the best of the second division. And when I'm right, it was Yes, which got a little bit more points in the tournament than Chemnitzer DB, but it was close. It was really close.
Yes,
And
sir.
yeah, and today one of those teams is going to be matched up against the second team of the first division. So it's going to be again an intense fight later, but we're not going to stream this, I think.
I
Or
think
do
we are.
we? We are.
Yeah, I think we
All right. And yeah,
exactly. Like the winner of our first matchup today is going to face off against X-Rays, if I've got it right in mind, which is the second place of the first division. So they are gonna advance into the playoffs of the first division. And the winner of this matchup is going to advance against Super Shy in the finals.
and this is going to be the last match then today, and it's going to be the most intense, most awesome fight we're going to see. I hope so. And but the other matchups are going to be insane too.
Yeah,
And
hopefully.
the first two matches are going to be first to two,
Yes.
and the last one is going to be best of 5. So we get more maps for you guys and more intense fights. Before we go over the teams, we have a map pool for today. The first map is going to be Nepal, and as you can see, we have some more maps in the pool. It's first going to be Control, then Hybrid, then it's going to be Payload and Flashpoint, and the last mode is going to be Push with a big robot.
Exactly. First map, being Control, as Jokey already said, is the winner's pick. So we had Semper Yes picking this one, which is going to be Nepal, where we are going to start off our first matchup of the day.
And let's go over the teams. The winner team, Yes, with a damage position, Skis on the first position and Nunu on the second. Both are Grandmaster 4 players, so they are strong in the game. And on tank, we have Mapsy, already a chat favorite as I have seen so far. And on the support position, we have Mojan and Splay.
Yes, definitely. And pretty experienced team we have already covered on the stream earlier. Well, we should also give some screen time to the Chemnitzer DB. We've got, I think at least purely German-speaking squad, featuring on the DPS positions Banamo and Bullion, two which are very confident on every hitscan heroes, I should say. Bullion, of course, a player which is well known across all of Semper, I'd say, has been in the community, has been in some teams for over 4 years, if I remember correctly. Then on the tank position, we've got Yoinked, and joining on support are Megumin and Embry, a team which has been playing across a lot of teams individually in the DACH region. So I'm very excited to see what they are gonna cook today.
I think they're going to cook us a 5-star meal, and I hope
Yes, sir.
it's going to be tasty. And I heard the teams are already ready to go into the first fight, and we are ready too, right?
Yeah, I think
Ah,
so at least.
then let's go. I'm hyped, I'm ready. And you guys can have a prediction for the first map. Who's going to win the first map? Is it going to be Yes Yes or Chemnitzer DB? Give your votes and let's see who's going to win.
Yes, sir. Alright, as we're going into Nepal, first map is seemingly going to be Sanctum. So that's gonna be interesting. What do you think? What are those teams gonna roll out with?
This is a hard question. I think maybe they're going to play a little bit of a Pocomp here or dive with a Winston maybe. And but we will have a look right now because they already picked, and it is going to be on the side of Chemnitzer DB, kind of not really Pocomp,
Yeah.
more.
They are cooking. I totally agree.
Yeah.
They are
Well,
cooking.
with the Sigma, you have a awesome tank, but it's going to be hard against an Orisa.
Yeah. Well, on the side of Yes Yes, we saw some kind of a rushy, brawl kind of matchup. On the sides of Chemnitzer DB, rather some kind of poke. So they want to play slow, while Yes Yes is going to advance fast.
And they're already in the first fight. Lucio already close to the Sigma, trying to get some good boobs around there. And Boolean on the flank position against the Tracer. 1v1. Who's going to get the first 1v1? Skiz against Boolean. Who is going to win this first fight? Oh, they're playing stable, blinking back and forth to get some heal.
Exactly. Seems just like tasting each other's strengths right now. Like no one really getting an upper hand in the battle. But Yoinked getting the better of Mapsy.
So the tank is out, they get the opportunity to push forward, to push the enemy team back into the spawn. The Tracer, Skeezy, is trying to get some more damage out, but Yoink just with a rock in the face of the Tracer. And now they just have to regroup, and it's going to be a good hold here for Team Chemnitzer DB.
Exactly. They are going to get the clock ticking, getting the first percentages, and getting the advantage for the first few fights.
Javel getting the pick on Yoink, the tank is out, Skizzy getting the second pick on Megami. It is going to be a fast rush from the team of Yes Yes. 3 picks on their side, and it is the second fight is over faster than I thought. Again, a last pick for S-Play on Boolean.
Very clean re-engage from Yes Yes. They have been just getting into the faces of Chemnitzer DB, just getting onto the isolator targets and punishing them. Very well played. Yoink getting S-Play here. What is that?
Oh, big. I wanted to say they picked Hawk to get some more opportunity to get some pulls on the squishies like S-Play and Skiz, who is already on a flank, and 1v1 fight against Boolean, and Boolean just pulling him into Yoinked hook, and he got killed by that. A little bit too greedy, and it is, again, the third fight for Team Chemnitzer DB, and they have 4 ults already up against 2 or 3 ults for Yes Yes.
Yeah, definitely a favored position for Chemnitzer DB right now. They've got the ult economy on their side, and they've got the percentages taking up. So, Yes Yes have got to be cooking. They have to make a play to get back into the game.
And Embry getting the first pick on S-Play with a nade. The nade is always a good, helpful tool here. Javo and Skis getting 2 more kills, securing the fight for them, and getting again into the fight with 2 ultimates against Megumi's window.
Yeah, very well played from the DPS of Yes Yes, getting back into the fight. Especially close to final fight territory, so that was very important, and they have got the beat and the Orisa ult probably to stabilize right here. So that is going to be very, very important. Stabilize and maybe get a foot back into the map.
Mapsy holding it a little bit more aggressive to not let them go through the small chokehold. And it is easy to play an Orisa this aggressive against a Hawk. And a Beat coming in, getting some more support, and they are aggressive and pushing them into a small room. The lab is out. Jaewook getting the first pick on Banamu. Mapsy pulling his ultimate to get the supporter out of life. Asplay just supporting his tank in the front line. Asplay showing off how Aloysiu could have been played.
Yeah, but a huge pick from Boolean here, which might open a window to get a good engage onto which is going to be the last fight of the first part of Nepal.
And it is 90% against 80%. They're touching the point already. And Banamu getting close to a death. Boolean trying to survive a little bit longer. Yoinked with his ult ready. Could be game changing here for the last fight. It's 90% against 90%. First pick. Nope, it was just the field. Megumi getting the pick on Skis, but it counter pick from Jaewook on Boolean, and now they're touching Jaewook getting the second pick, and it is over. It's going to be hard for the team without a tank to get the fight, and we're getting S-played, but Jaewook is just here to secure the first point for team Yes Yes.
Yeah, well, that was kind of scrappy at least. It seemed like Boolean wasn't able to be touching the points, so Embry had to touch. And that is a situation you don't want your bub to be in, because it's just mostly of like the most of your resources forcing point on a position where they can just be strike down easily, which happened. So you just are not able to take the fight on a long term.
And they're staying on Orisa. Mapsy showed already that Orisa is a strong pick here against team CBD. And Yoinked again trying the Sigma. It was strong in the beginning, but a little bit weaker in the mid and fight. And the TP from both teams supporting the speed onto the first point, onto the high ground. And Mapsy with his team already a little bit further than CBD, and they need to rotate, and they're doing it.
Yeah, exactly. A very good spacing from Yes Yes right here, taking the good positioning to force Chemnitzer DB to make a play.
And we already have Boolean low HP. Well, it's not hard to be low HP, so Tracer is going to be so fast,
Exactly.
HP dropping so fast, you can't react this fast most of the time. And Mapsy pushing them back where they belong, back to their spawn, and they're keeping the first point fight for them. A little bit more defense for both teams and not fighting hard. Now they're going in a little bit more. No, they're still just poking each other in the face. Here comes the first engage from Mapsy again against the Sigma, and Boolean getting the first pick on Cowboy. Mapsy getting the kill on Yoink. It is a turnaround. They're getting the kills for each team, and it is a 2 versus 2. Who's going to be stronger? Banamu getting the pretty important kill on Skeezy. Just the Orisa last on the point, getting some more percentage for them. No, they already took the point to 2% for them.
Definitely the DPS of Chemnitzer DB clutching out right now. I don't quite understand the decision of Yes Yes. Like, they were in control of the point, they could have just stick to it and forced point, but they chose to play open field into the poke of Chemnitzer DB, which just was their doom in this fight at least.
Now they're pushing back to the point. Some pulls getting out in this game. No one gets killed by it. And now they're just fighting again with a second ultimate. And Banamu getting the first pick on Skis with his ultimate. And now they need to fall back. Are they going to drop down? No. Asplay getting Embry with a beautiful poop off the map. Now comes the Orisa ultimate, getting a second kill. Now getting 2 kills. And the spear kill is on Banamu, so the second fight is going to be for Yes Yes.
Yeah, Mapsy was cooking. He ate the Tracer pulls, got the pick onto Tracer and the Soldier. Like, that is exactly what you need your tank to do in those situations to clutch up. But as we are speaking, Chemnitzer DB already re-engaging into the fight and clutching out.
Yeah, it was a little bit too greedy from S-play, and I don't know who was the second player to hunt the Sigma down. The Sigma getting 2 kills, turning the fight around for team Chemnitzer DB, and now they need to regroup. Just 1 ultimate up for Yes Yes. Hard to play against them here. S play getting picked, late pick or early pick, I don't know. They're already in the fight, in the next fight. Yoink getting the kill on S play is important because the speed is missing for the team of Mapsy. Yes, is
Yoink.
low and getting some more picks. Sorry, I got a huge lag here.
Okay. Nah, but like you at this point you've gotta admit like Yoinked and Boolean are kind of cooking. Like this Tracer Sig duo is just getting so many final blows even before the fight even begins. It's just crazy. Like you shouldn't be getting that much value, but Boolean is just on another level right now.
Boolean ready with his ultimate, getting some sticky pulls on an enemy line. Winston, Mapsy dropping low HP, needs his support from both healers. Cowboy pulling his ultimate, his Kitsune to get the speed and healing out for his team. Banu getting the pick on Mapsy, J-Wo getting the powder pick on Boolean with a second pick from his ultimate on Megumi. The one of the supporters is down for Team DB. Banamu and Yoink getting the revenge on the team.
How are they getting back into this fight? They were down like 2, I think, or 3. But now you are in a very favorite position if you're a candidate ZB. You've got to 99. You had to, or you got into the position to force out even the last resources of Yes. Beat coming out, Primal coming out. There's only the pulse of Skids for next fight, which is probably going to be the last one.
I got a bit too excited there.
Like, that is crazy. And if we've got a look at the ult economy of Chemnitz ZDB, they've got the Flux, they've got the Window, they've got the Nano. 3 very good ults, especially the primary ult being the Flux for the next fight is just going to clutch up big, I think. There is the Flux onto Mapsy, which is going deep, getting Banamu. Skids following up. The Flux not getting anything. And from one moment to another, Yes is just clutching out with no resources. Chemnitz DB just whiffing their whole advantage on the fight. They used 2 of their 3 ults and can't even touch. That is crazy.
The first win and the first map win goes to Yes 2-0 for them. And we're going, I think, in a short break because we have some technical issues.
Exactly, yeah. We're going to take a short break, but don't get too far. Maybe grab a drink, grab some snacks. We are going to fix those issues and are going to be back with some good Overwatch. So stay tuned.
empty hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone. Just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. La 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 la, oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone. Just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Oh, no.
We are back, hopefully with no more technical issues, but as you know, there is no good Semper community stream without some technical issues or the whole NA production. But thanks to the
Exactly.
production team, they're doing a great job. They're just keeping it up, and we are trying our best to give you the best stream here. Next map is going to be Blizzard World. What do you think about this?
I mean, if we think back to Nepal, where Kemta DB was already playing some kind of poke comps, they might actually be kind of confident playing those kind of comps. And if we are heading to Blizzard World, a map which has pretty long sidelines, that might be some kind of a favorite for them, since they are picking the map. I guess it is. Let's see how Yes Yes is going to deal with it.
Yeah, I
It
was thinking.
is-
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. They're feeling confident on the Pocom, and but we've already seen some teams playing a dive against the Pocom and just dominating them with a dive. So there's always a surprise on this map.
Exactly. I'm very interested what it is going to be coming out from both teams. We saw on Nepal Village at the end, Semper Yeshe is playing some kind of a divey map, some kind of a divey comp with the Winston, which might be an option on offense here as well. I think they are defending first though, so they might stick to the Orisa again, maybe also swap to the Sig. I'm curious. We're gonna see it.
Yeah, we're gonna see it in 15 seconds when the teams are going to pick their decisions on the heroes. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting thing what they're going to pick. I think they just stick to their poke comp, but I always love to see a good Reinhardt just rushing through. But I don't think we're going to see this today. We see Yoinked on the Sigma and Boolean with an interesting pick on the Widowmaker.
Yeah, I thought that we might see some kind of a double long-range DPS comp here. I told you earlier, we've got Banamu and Boolean on the team too. DPS, which are most well known for their hitscan plays. So both very confident playing Widowmaker, playing Ashe, maybe even playing Soch. So that might be an option here. Probably Boolean just going for the opening pick on Widow. We'll see. Yes, sticking to the Orisa comp.
We are focused on the first fight, on the first pick. Boolean getting some shots out in the enemy line, not hitting anything right now. And Banamu following his Sigma, Yoinked, pushing through into the enemy team, getting some advantage of the high ground. Oh, what a beautiful headshot from Banamu on the Tracer, forcing her back into the backline of their team. Now it's going to be a good fight for her. Close pick for a close fight for Megumi. The spear almost ending the life of Embry.
Yeah, that was close. I mean, yeah, like we saw Kenneth DB taking angles, taking space, trying to get multiple angles onto the same target. But yes, playing very well around that right now.
Just playing it safe. The high ground is there for Team CBD. And Yoinked close into the team from Orisa getting his low tree, but Skis is here to kill the Sigma. Boolean getting the revenge. Both tanks are out. Skis getting a second pick of Megumi. One support is down, getting a second pick already with a pulse bomb on Boolean. What a fast pulse bomb from Skis, getting a 4K in this first team fight. Skis getting 4K and S-Blade killing the 5K from him. I think there's going to be a talk later then.
Yeah, Embry and Megumi have been going super aggressive even after Yoinked went down right here. Like, they had the trade onto Mapsy, but they just committed way too hard. They are... Alright. So Boolean and Megumi here trying to take the high ground, but they are just getting run down by S-Play and Skiz.
Yeah, Boolean failed to jump on the high ground with his ability, and getting killed by Javo. I think his ego is dropped down a little bit after failing to jump on high ground and selling his Baptiste to the enemy.
Definitely. And if we have a look at the ult economies, Chemnitzer DB close to 5, while yes also close to 4. The only ult not being available is the pulse bomb, which has been used earlier by Skids, I think. But yeah, I mean, you can't just do that. Like, Megumi, again, playing way too aggressive. Like, you're just gonna get punished by Skids. I don't know what CBD is cooking right now, but it is just not working. Like,
yeah, it was just a big failure for all of the team players here. Megumi playing too aggressive. Javo not able to help his supporter. Javo. It was Boolean not supporting his supporter, and Skis getting the pulse bomb out of the game. And killing just a lamp for Baptiste. It is 5 ultimates against 4. We're going to see an intense ultimate fight right now, I think so. And who's going to pull first? It is Megumi who's getting the first ultimate, and now they're pulling all the ultimates. And oh my god, they're just killing the team of CBD with 3 ultimates and a good ult management here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to understand what Chemnitzer DB is doing right now, but I just can't figure it out. It's just looking like a quick play game or whatever. Like, there's close to no coordination, no quiet playmaking whatsoever. I guess they are trying. They've got the ult advantage, so now is the time. They have to.
Yeah, and here comes the first kill from Banamu. This is Cassidy ultimate. High Noon getting Skis out of the game. Skis was right now the carry of the game with Mapsy on his side. And Yoink, half HP, no, low HP, getting back to half HP. That's the right order. And the Zenyatta getting killed by Jay with his ultimate. Boolean getting revenge on Cowboy with his fist in the face. They're trading player versus player. Who is going to win this fight? It is an intense, chaotic fight. fight. Jaewook getting 2 and Boolean getting this kill on Skeezy. Boolean getting a second kill. It is for Team CBD. What a chaotic last fight and close fight. They were in overtime.
That was hella messy, I'm not gonna lie. And now Canada B swapping some kind of... Yeah, they're going back to the heart, going on an Ana Iari support lineup, which is kind of interesting, I'm not gonna lie. I don't quite know what they want to achieve with it, but we are certainly going to see it.
Well, Megumi is trying to get some flank position. Again, a little bit too aggressive in my opinion. Dropping low HP, almost getting killed by the enemy without any help from his team. Skis just looking for the other team players. And again, Tracer 1v1, playing it safe. Now the Tracer going for the Anna, getting the sticky bomb on the Anna, Embry getting him killed. Good engage here from Skis. And Boolean trying to do the same thing, but misses his pulse bomb.
Yeah. I mean, right now, it seems like Chemnitz DB is just playing some kind of passive, like just waiting for something to happen. But what happens is Yes is just not going to toy with that. Like, they are just looking for those opportunities, using them, and just executing very well. Like, they are just getting picks with not quite a lot of resources. Like here, S-Play just getting Banamu, however that happened.
Jumping over the big turret and getting some more damage in, as Lucy easily can flank into the backline when someone is low and get safely out of the game. And SK just trying his best. Oh, it was close for him, getting killed by the Ilari. Boolean getting the pick on Jaewook. Again, another carry, yoink, just getting aggressive, pushing them back into the small room. Banamu getting Mapsy. And yoinked, a second killer on S-Play. Easy fight for them right now. They just need to push the payload a little bit further. Skeezy getting late picked by Boolean.
Yeah. Like, this counter pick from Megumin opening the fight, and Boolean just, I don't know, demolishing Semper. Yes.
Again, a few ults getting pulled. The Lucio beat is out. Jaewook's ultimate is out. Now comes Oriza's Mapsy ultimate. Killing Yoink. Not really killing Yoink, but Jaewook getting the opportunity to get him. Megumi and Embry getting more kills is important, just doing the job of their DPS. Boolean getting a kill here from Skis. He wasn't letting it sit on him, as I said.
How is he getting those?
3k for Boolean. Oh my god, he's just woken up. He just needed the first few fights to get his Tracer warmed up.
Boolean's getting like 3 or 4 picks, it feels like every fight right now, and that is going to be the consistency which is pushing Chemnitz IDB over the line right now. Like, he is just punishing pretty much every mistake.
And Megumi again too aggressive, dropping low HP, forcing the other support to give him some more heals. Orisa just demanding the same heals, and Orisa getting killed. No, Megumi was killed by the pulse bomb from Skis again. Skis with his pulse bomb game up to 100%. A second kill for them. Mapsy just rotating the yoink out of his life.
Yeah, and if you can, it's a DB right now. Like, you have to reset fast. There's not a lot of time on the bank, which has been for the past 2 points, I'd say. There are some ultimate resources which you can work with, but the Orisa ult and the pulse bomb both depending on very good situationship and very good reading of the game.
A good place Kitsune from it was Cowboy who placed a good Kitsune, but getting killed by Megumi. Megumi already up into the enemy backline. Just again a blow through in the last few seconds. I think this is their best strategy. Just wait for the overtime and then we're getting strong.
Yeah, exactly. Like Banamu getting 3 picks this fight, like Boolean did earlier. It is just... The DPS of Chemnitz DB are cooking right now, I'm not gonna lie. They are carrying. And it's exactly what Chemnitz DB needs to stay alive here. Like, remember, it's a KO situation. You're down 1-0. It's a first to 2 situation. If you lose the map, you're out.
Skis and Boolean just battling who getting the most picks with Tracer, and so far it looks good for Skis to be the better Tracer right now, but Boolean is strong enough to support his team too. The first half of this map is going to decide for yes 0-2. They not were able to push the payload through the whole map.
Yeah, I mean, if we look at the start of the map, I wouldn't even have considered seeing them this far into the map. I'm not gonna lie. But they did pretty well. As you said earlier, they've been clutching up when they needed to. And third point of Blizzard World is pretty tough to finish. So they clearly got some kind of a winning condition. Like, getting to first and second point is hard enough. If they play it consistently, if they play it disciplines, and if they stick it together, like if they keep their mentality up, I think Chemnitz DB might have a winning condition to get back into the matchup.
And we see Yoink on the RZA too. They're just mirroring a little bit more of the team. No, Mapsy changing to the Winston. They're going to play a dive. Easy committed here on this first point.
And this could be painful for Chemnitz DB. They're playing Iari, they're not playing Lucio. That means they've got one support which clearly doesn't have as much mobility, as much sustain. So if the Iari Megumin is going to play close to Banamu, it might work out. So they can just sustain against the dive, but it might be tough. We're going to see it.
And the turret is down. They already spotted some on the high ground. Winston going in for the first fight. Lucy supporting the Winston, getting in. Orisa is back to help his teammates, and Banamu getting the first pick on Asplay.
Nice.
It is 5v4 for Team CBD, but the point, they're just on a point or split up too far away. Tracer versus Tracer. Boolean hunting the down.
Mapsy was just kind of left alone right there when he went for the dive, his team not quite being able to follow up, and that is just when the Cassidy is working quite well.
Skeezy is in the backline, getting the support of SKS play, and Yoink getting pushed from the Winston. They just got the high ground on the point, and Skeezy getting the first pick on Embry. The support is out, but Jwoo, Yoink, Boolean, they are back for their team. Skeezy still trying to get the first fight for his team. No, but CBD is back on their mind. They just got their focus back. Banamu getting 2 kills.
Yeah, like that situation right now was exactly when the comp of Chemnitz DB is working so well. Like, if you get to play in natural cover, if you get to play the sustain battle, you are going to live longer, probably. At least if you're hitting those shots and force the enemy team back, which has just been winning the fight.
Yeah, Mapsy changed back to the RZA. It worked better for him. And we see it, Tracer and Boolean and Yoink up with the ult, and Ambry putting this ult, supporting his team. Yoink dropping low HP because of Skeezy's damage into his face. Banamu getting the revenge on Skeezy, but Asplay is here to revenge again. Banamu and Jwoo getting more kills. It is looking good for the team of yes, here comes the Ilari ultimate, maybe turning the fight around for them. No, it is not turning around for them. Megumi getting a kill on Asplay at least, but it is the point for team yes.
Yeah, and if you've got a look at the ult economy from Chemnitz DB, they've thrown everything into the fight. Like, they had 5 ults, now they have nothing. That is going to be tough to keep the good positioning on second point, keep the high ground, because Semper, yes, they still have support ults, they still have their result. They can just run over them if they'd like to.
It was close for Cowboy, getting 3 shots from Banamu, but safely getting away from this fight, just pushing the payload a few meters forward. The turret from Ilari is down, so 60 seconds without good healing here. Orisa getting into the small room with his ultimate, but just losing fight to the whole team, because 1 player against 5, it's just not winnable for them. Embry managed to get Yoink back to full HP. Meanwhile, Banamu with the help of Boolean getting 3 picks of
Yeah.
the team from Yes.
It's very well executed if you have a look at Chemnitz ZDB right now. They are just not committing hard. They're playing for those long-term fights, as I told you earlier. They are just trying to sustain for as long as possible to get those resources out from Semper and winning the fight. And it's working as long as they don't overcommit.
And now just some more walls getting pulled. Yoink with his ultimate, getting the pick on the first supporter. A cowboy getting down by Yoink. Banamu getting a second pick with a headshot. Beautiful committed. And we see Boolean following some Lucius around the map. Getting a pick on Matty. Again, they're just trading plays. Player versus player getting dropped down by Boolean. And somehow the team of Chemnitz DB is winning this fight.
Yeah. And they managed to save at least both of their DPS ults, and they've got the Yari Sun coming up, which is quite good. Looking at the time bank, 2 minutes left for Semper not too shabby. They still have at least 2 or 3 attempts left to get the second point. Let's see if they can manage to do it. Bannerman with the Deadeye just spacing. Not quite getting anything.
And Ilari fighting alone against 3 people. No, not 3 people. Boolean is here to support his Ilari. And they managed to get them. Just 2 people following the Ilari back in the small room. And that's what it was a trap from team CBD. Getting pulled them into the small room. It's like the movie 300.
Exactly, and it happened like 2 or 3 fights in a row now. Semper is just being baited from Chemnitz DB to overextend. Like, they are just taking those tools, and there is just the whole team of Chemnitz DB coming together, winning the fight, which is just, I don't know, bonkers to me. How can that happen in so many fights in a row?
And it's just 60 seconds left on the fight. Orisa fighting against 2 people in the backside. Mapsy getting a kill on Embry, but Boolean is here again to save his team. Yoink getting more kills, getting stick with a bomb and killed, but it's 4 kills for Team CBD and just Skeezy strolling around on this map, getting safely away, and just 30 seconds left on the map.
Exactly. And if we have a look at the outcome again, yes, coming close to both supporters having the overclock online, while Chemnitz DB do have the Kitsune and the Pulse Bomb close to the Deadeye as well. So they...
Nah, it's already over. Maps getting hooked by Yoink, and some more kills by Boolean and Banamu. It's still a trading game for both teams. But no, it's not. It's over. Yoink with a pick on Roadhog. A good pick here to get the movement momentum out of the dive with Winston.
Definitely. I'm going to be honest. Seeing the attack of Chemnitz DB, I was at least curious to see if their attempts are going to work. But looking at the defense, they have been looking quite good. Like, that was very well played. And I'm very happy that we've got a quite close matchup, to say the least.
Yeah.
So we're going to the deciding map 3.
Well, what did we expect? Both teams were on the top 2 or top 3 in their division. And yeah, if they weren't this good, they wouldn't have come so far. And yeah, good to see a close matchup. Now the losing team has to choose the map. It is going to be, when I'm right, a hybrid map.
Escort.
No, not hybrid. Sorry, we have had already hybrid. Yeah, this is going to be a escort map. As you can see, we have a small map pool ready for the teams. They can choose between, as I can see, right, Circuit Royale, Route 66, and Shambali Cloister. Not Cloister.
Yes,
it is Cloister in German, but it is not.
Monastery.
Yeah, that was the right word. Sorry.
All good. I think it's quite fine to be as excited if we got such good Overwatch to see right now. And it is going to be interesting which map those teams are going to be playing the next, especially since yes are going to have the pick. It's probably not going to be Circuit Royale or Shambali, since both of these maps are just favoring the poke kind of style, which has been coming out from Chemnitz City B so far. So, yeah, we'll see what's it going to be.
And we already heard from our production team, it is going to be Shambali.
That's
So
exciting.
your call was not 100% right, but you said
Exactly.
it is a map which favors poke comp, and we thought it's already about Blizzard World, but both teams not really were this, or not
Yeah.
casual poke comps. They played just with Orisa and Tracer. There's not really pokey.
Yeah, exactly. It was more of a poke style coming out from
Yeah.
Chemnitz City B, playing for the long term, but not quite the long range style of comps you would expect from poke. Like if you're hearing a poke map. So now going on to Shambali, I'm excited. I don't know really what to expect. Might be some kind of similar comp we've seen from Kenneth ZDB so far. Yes, I've got to figure out how to deal with it. Because they have not been so far, at least on Blizzard World, they haven't been.
And I would love to see a Widow 1v1. Always exciting to see those fights. And Shambali is just the right map for this. Well, the first point.
Yeah. I just heard that Semper Yes is having a timeout. Like one player has got some technical issues right now. Like we just have to get them in there, you know? Like those technical issues we just can't get over with it.
No, we need almost two issues each stream. Otherwise, we're not good enough for you guys.
Yeah, exactly. Like you love your NA production, you gotta admit it.
So
Right.
maybe we're going into a short break, or you just hear both of us talking some dumb bullshit while we try to get the time over.
Yeah.
We are
Yeah.
going into a short break. So grab a drink and stay hydrated, guys. Pet your cat, grab some snacks, and we will see you
Yes.
in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see I'm shining? Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see I'm shining? Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see I'm shining? Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see I'm shining? Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see I'm shining? Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see I'm shining? Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see I'm shining? Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see I'm shining?
me chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our cloudlands when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Cause you got me holding. And I'll be running, possessed by a low, low voodoo. Fired up like a wolf on a full moon. And we're stuck in a la la land. The tides will turn without us. And I'll be killing time like I might be a cartoon. Take it in real life like haiku. I know we got the good vibes when pieces fall right into place. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Cause you got me holding. Play me like a bass guitar. Simmer down and mash me up. Tripping like I'm Jimmy at Woodstock. Drum me round in your red Ford. Shivers down my spinal cord. Cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Hold on.
I'm alone, I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go, I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired with yesterday. Flutter, flutter.
welcome back from this longer break we had here because the player just got DC'd. He is back and we are ready to jump into Shambali. And guys, this is going to be the last matchup of those teams, and one of them is going up into the first division and the other one is out for this tournament. What do you think, Yami? How are their team's mindsets right now?
Well, I think there should be, as I said, there should at least be a pretty positive mindset coming out from Chemnitzer DB right now. Like, you got back into the matchup, you managed to secure Blizzard World, and now you're going onto Shambali, which is again, I think, a map which favors the playstyle of Chemnitzer DB more than that of Yes Yes. Looking at Yes Yes, I don't know quite about their mentality. I think it should not be desperation mode yet. They should still be in a pretty good shape. Maybe a bit down to earth, since you won the first map pretty comfortably and then fumbled the second one. But yeah, I think both teams should at least be very concentrated. They should be hyped up, but because as you said, this is the playoffs. It is going to be the last match, the last map of the matchup. So whoever takes away Shambali is going to run away with this series. So this is where it is all going down.
Yes, it is. And both teams had the same break as you guys, so they managed to get their focus back, to get some hydration and, well, talk about some strategies. Do you think they talked about strategies or just say, okay, let's keep it to the comms we've already played? Or do you think they're going to say, okay, freak it, we're going to play something new?
Yeah, I think there might be some talking, especially on the side of Yes Yes, how to deal with the threats of CDB, but I think you shouldn't be changing a lot, especially now. Like, you're in the last map of the matchup, you're in the playoffs. This is not the situation to change up a lot of things.
Yeah, and we're getting into Shambali, and in 10 seconds we are going to see if they have talked about new strategies or just keeping to the old stuff.
Yes.
And
it is certainly going to be interesting. What are you expecting?
And here it is. Here we have a classic poke comp on the side of Team Yes Yes. We have a Sigma, a Bab, Zenyatta, and Jaewu with the Sojourn. Well, Tracer is not really a poke comp hero, but you have, or you're always on the good side when you have a flank hero with you.
Yes, like you've got the Sojourn, which is just constantly dealing damage, getting the main attention, while your Tracer is going to be able to go on flanks, contest the enemy's backline, maybe get a pick. I think it makes sense playing this, especially since you don't quite know what CDB is going to play, and they are going to stick with Orisa.
They're going to have a hard time to get to the team. Well, they have easy time to push the payload, but to get to the team it's going to be hard because they have a good rotation here on the side of the defenders. Mapsy just getting some poke damage from the high ground, and we have Skiz already protecting the payload to get no more meters for Team CBD. And oh my god, Megumi is going to drop low, getting some more damage in from Skiz. It was close fight here, and just, whoa, close fight again. How did the Orisa get back on the high ground? I didn't see that. And Mapsy just needs to get some picks down. Jaewu getting Embry and Balmo getting the revenge pick on Skiz. The lamp is out for the team of Yes Yes S-Play, getting the tank for the team of CBD, and now it's 3v3, but Yes Yes managed to push them back away from the payload. Boolean getting a late pick on Cowboy and getting a second pick on Bestplay. Both the ports are out. And a third pick on Jaewu. 3k from Boolean. This is going to be the play for Team CBD. They have to push the payload up a little bit further. And Banamo getting a pick on Mapsy. The tank is out. The tank is out. just Skeezy back in the game. Oh my
There's
god,
just
what
no
a
way.
fight!
Like you just can never count out CDB as long as Boolean is alive. Like that man is a menace. Getting 3 picks after the fight was basically over. You're already going over to the stake. Just changing the strength of the whole team, and Boolean just casually getting 3 kills alone.
What a crazy dude. I think he's just hyped to win this match for them. Ilari flying in with his ultimate, getting rocked out of the sky, and Banamu getting the kill on Skis. The team of CBD is back in the game. The ultimate from what was Elsplay, just securing a few more meters for the team. They managed to get back to fight back, and Jay will get in a pick on Yoink. They have no tank. Banamu with a headshot. Maybe some more people are going to die. The ultimate dropping down, forcing out the window. Ilari forcing out their ult. It is a 2k for Ilari. Skeezy getting the 3rd k. Whoa. No one of those teams wants to lose this fight.
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. Like, did you see Banamu committing even the Deadeye? Like, the confidence level of those players is just through the roof right now. Like, they are trying to win every fight despite being down 1 or 2 players. It's just crazy.
Barrier is nearly spent.
CBD, good rotation here through the window of the enemy team. They're just poking into them from up below. And now we have some more crazy fights coming in. Here comes the first pick. Asplay getting the headshot on Embry. It was Baptiste, Div, and Skis and Mapsy cleaning up the rest of the team from CBD.
Yeah, well, that was pretty well executed from Yes, only using the flux, getting out the window, winning the fight in pretty clean fashion, I'd say, and you are still going to have some kind of an advantage next fight. You've got the Deadeye, you've got the window against the Flux and the Pulse Bomb. Maybe even the son of Megumi. He's been cooking with those earlier. We'll see. Oh, Banamu getting the early pick.
Well, one support is already out for the team of Yeses. Here comes the Yoinked ultimate with no impact at all, but they managed to push them back. They will get in the pick on the carry right now. So this is an even fight. 4v4, 1 or 2 players dropping low, getting back on full HP with the support of S-Play and Cowboy. Here comes the Ilari ultimate, just some turrets and fields getting destroyed. No players dead right now. Here comes the post bomb on Yoink. The tank is down. The tank from the tank from CBD died. It is a good advantage for the team of Yes, and they're using this advantage. S-Play and Mapsy cleaning up.
Yeah. Yes managed to get the fight. Getting up the Ariel close to another Flux. Very good fight from Yes. While CDB had to invest pretty much everything they had. They're going to be close to another window from Embry, which probably is going to be their win con for next fight. I don't know, they might even go for a dry fight, getting up to the old economy, maybe forcing out one or another. We'll see.
They have to, Megumi again on the flanking position. I think Megumi is just DPS hidden in the body of a support player. Embry getting the pick on Skis, and here come more ultimates. The Rock missing the Sigma, low HP. It is Matthew who's going to die first on the team of Yes, Banamu getting the pick on him, and now they can manage to push the payload in, and they're doing it. No, they're doing not. Yes, you're doing it. It was a close one, and Booling just cleaning up again, getting the last pick on Jabu.
Yeah, I think Mapsy just was just being a bit too how should I phrase it? Overconfident, or at least a bit too greedy with his Flux, just going way too aggressive instead of searching the cover, and that pays out on the side of CDB. Like, they've got the second point, one of the toughest to capture, and are now going into the hardest. Like, third point, that is going to be rough. But Banamu getting 2 picks early.
Banamu is back, and Yoink just pulling some people up, and we have a pause right now because we have DC on the side of CBD. So
Yeah.
both teams are even with the DC now.
Well, we're just not getting away with it. Like, this matchup is just never going to end.
But we can just analyze the picture we have right here. We got Banamu with 2 kills on the side for yes. So Jebu and Skis are out. Both DPS are missing in this fight. The ultimate from Yoinked was helping him to get the picks here. And they have still 2 ultimates up, both DPS ultimates. And the team of yes has just the Baptiste ultimate. So what do you think? Who's going to win this fight? Obviously.
I think since CDB has got the DC and they are going to be 1 down through that, it is going to be rough for them to win the fight, even though they are up 2 players right now. There is quite not the way, because the respawn advantage of yes is just too big, and we're going back straight in. Thanks for the info production.
Now just Banamu with his ultimate Boolean used his pulse bomb and missed some players, and yeah, yes managed to defend the payload a little bit longer. Here it comes, Skis with his pulse, trying to get a good pick here on the team. Both supporters supporting themselves in the backline, and Jebu with some more damage into him. Here comes the Dead Eye. The Dead Eye just getting cancelled with a shield. Almost from the rock. Cowboy getting 2 kills. Banamu and Megumi drop down on the floor, and Asplay just getting the tank.
Yeah, the support line of yes is just casually getting 4 of the 5 kills in this fight, doing quite a good job. Cowboy up with another ERA ult. Mapsy being close to the next flux. And CDB, this is where it's going to be painful. Like, it's just so painful pushing into this last point of Shambali. Just pain. It is a pure choke point, fighting against high ground and high ground from side to side. There is going to be the sun from Cowboy, and that's just how it goes.
And now the ult's dropping, and they pushed in, they pushed the payload in. The team of yes just missed the point of the few meters that are missing. They just seen that this was a clearly C9. They just missed the payload. They were deep into the fight, tunnel vision on, and now the team of CB just pushed it in a few meters.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
I
to
was
say
so
the least.
Yeah, I was so focused on all the ultimates that were pulled from the Sigma, from the BAP. I didn't realize either that they're pushing the payload into it.
Yeah, like yes was just investing, getting pretty much every resource out from CDB and trying to follow up, getting the picks, but no one was looking at Yoinked forcing the point. That is just like if you were in a pretty good mind space before on the side of yes, you've got to be pissed now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest.
Totally. They're just, I think a few of them blamed each other. Why didn't you stand on the payload?
Yeah,
But to be fair, sometimes you just not focused on the payload. You've just to focus as a healer, maybe to support your team or DPS to get the important picks, and a few seconds later, it's just over.
Yeah, and I'm very interested in. I thought we actually see the Rhine coming out from yes, but Jebu picking the Widow for an early pick, not quite getting it.
Just for the first pick, they tried to get the first pick. Skis just scanning the surroundings, already giving the information that Megumi is standing alone on the main road on the chokehold. And they're just 3 on the high ground, so easy push for team yes, and they're trying it, but the Sigma is strong enough to keep them away. Now they're falling back. Skis easily pushing the payload a little bit further, but both teams are playing it safe right now.
Yeah, both teams just playing for these safe and small advantages, forcing out cooldown after cooldown. Trying to get a pick. Skis here going very low, having to use recall. Mapsy getting the pick onto Yoink though.
And the Tracer 1v1 goes to Boolean. He's the winner for this Tracer 1-1 right now, so both teams are even, but they're missing a tank, so it's not really even, because when you have a tank, it's easier to push forward, and the rest of the team needs to fall back here from Team CBD until Yoinked is back.
Yeah. Well, if you CDB right now, you are fine with just casually stopping the payload here and there, playing for time, playing for resources. Like, you're draining the time of yes, either way. And Banamu getting the pick on Cowboy is huge here.
Ambry getting 2 kills. Jwoo and S-Play was in his way, and Skis 2. Megami with his ultimate on Mapsy. And I think CBD has a good position here right now, because the turret of Illari is not easy to reach for the enemy team. So the healing input for them is good and stable.
Yeah. And if we have a look at the ult economy again, yeah, yes are reaching 5, but there are a few ultimates up on the side of CDB, maybe to make a play, but with Ambry down first, it's going to be rough to take the fight.
Oh, and it is Team Yes who are getting most of the picks, but Boolean is back in the game, getting 2 S-Play Jwoo. They managed to get more kills, but he's just alone, and Tracer against the Sigma is not an easy fight.
He's just so good at punishing yes while getting the attention split. Like, if the attention is completely on the rest of his team, Boolean is just getting in there, getting casual 2 or 3 picks. It's just not real.
And here comes the first ultimate S-Play, pulling the ult, the Sigma getting someone in the flux, and Bottom Yoink getting the support and the first DPS out of the game, and they're just dropping like leaves in autumn, one by one on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, and if you are on CDB right now, like, you gotta be very confident. Like, you maybe had a rough few first fights, but you managed to stabilize the ult economy, got a lot of time down, and this is going to be the last fight probably.
It is the last fight, it's just 30 seconds on the clock for them. We have a Remetra change on the team of Yes, who gets some more damage on Yoink. Jwoo in the backline with the ultimate close to a stick. First pick to Megumi. Boolean and Ambry getting 2 skills, getting the rotation. And again, it's a trading game for both teams. Tank versus tank, who's going to win? It is the team of Yes, a close fight. No, it is not Banamu getting the last kill. No, it's Jwoo who gets the last kill of the team fight. Still, 90 meters, no, 0.19 meters left. Boolean gets the pick with a fist. They're just brawling, just fast heroes to get back to the point. Yoink, Boolean, Cowboy is the next one. It is Ambry, and now it is over. No, they have Doofus now. Doofus getting punched into the corner. And now
hopes being alive from Yes, getting smashed onto the ground from Clutch King Boolean, who's just been, I don't know, decimating. Like, that was incredible what he's been cooking on his own the whole matchup along, and now on this moment where his team needs him the most, being able to make the touch, getting the kill onto Jwoo, and pretty much just securing the matchup. That was very well played, I'm not gonna lie.
No, he had to focus, he knew who to pick first, and yeah, it paid out. It is the win for Team CBD. They won, they're moving up to Division 1, they're playing against X-Ray later this day. And yeah, good game for Team Semper. Yes, you played strong, you played good, you managed to give us a really intense matchup here. I need to take a breath right now, because the last fight was so intense.
Definitely, yeah. Very well played from both teams, I'm not gonna lie. But CDB with the edge today, winning out in the clutch moments, especially Boolean and Banamu having a lot of shiny moments today, but also Ambry, Yoinked, and Megumi. Like, there's nobody on the squad you cannot point out. Like, they've been performing extraordinary well today.
Yeah, everyone just played the best he can, and yeah, that's it for those teams. And I think we're just having a short break and a rotation, because I'm getting changed out. and you get a new caster, and you already know him, but I'm not going to tell you who it is.
Stay tuned, and you don't want to miss out on the next match. Like, if this match was a banger, it's only getting better from now on.
So stay tuned, grab a drink again, we'll be right back.
See ya.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it. And we may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need
Oh, wait a minute, we're live. Hey, greetings, y'all. There is the old face again that yelled at you yesterday. Hello, Ayami.
Exactly.
Suddenly I was sitting here and then there's a stream in front of me. Man, we have already seen a fantastic match today from Semper Yes Yes against Chemnitzer DB. And would you look
Exactly.
at that? Well, if you're familiar with the German Uniliga, this matchup will look very familiar to
Mm.
you because this is an absolute classic that we had last semester. Actually, Chemnitzer Drüberschaububen, as they are actually pronounced. Well, they have won against Würzburg back in the days, and they were the leader of the table. Well, they couldn't participate in the playoffs, but they are participating here today against the X-Rays from Würzburg.
Yeah, I think that is going to be a very spicy matchup. I'm hoping to see, well, how should I phrase it? Some rivalry, at least some maybe some kind of a comeback to the place we saw earlier, coming out from Boolean, Banamu, and the rest of the squad. But I think X-Rays might want to put a foot into the door that CDB have been kicking open.
Another first to two in the semifinals right now. So the winner here will emerge into the finals against Super Shy. And first of all, now though, this Uniliga matchup. Chemnitzer, Drüberschaububen, we have seen them earlier, so you basically have all the details about them. Still, there's the names for you here. The same
Exactly.
roster is going to be competing in the upcoming match. So no news here. Absolutely tremendous performance though for Boolean. We have to highlight his Tracer. How clutch that was on Blizzard World. How many times he came on top. That was absolutely insane and came out on top. And his trace has improved so much. I know him. I've seen him usually as a classic hit scan, lots of Ash, but his tracer
Yeah,
has
definitely.
absolutely cracked.
Definitely. I can only tell from my own experience. I've been playing with him for some time. Definitely some type of a clutch player when it comes to long range hit skins. But now picking on the tracer or picking it up and being such a dominant player across the whole lobby, that was just a treat to see.
That is very true. Absolutely tasty place. That brought them right here into this fantastic matchup in the semifinals from the Uniliga. Let's look at their opponents from Würzburg, Bavaria. The actual roster from the Würzburger X-Rays, exactly as it played this week against Bielefeld's Agents Ruby. They have won 3-0 in a very dominant manner. So this team is definitely punching towards the sky. They want the Uniliga title, but first of all, of course, they want to get into the finals against the Chemnitzer. Let's talk about this roster on the DPS line. We have Milo and Western Spy. Milo, who has been awarded the MVP award 2 semesters ago, actually, in that one champion season that Würzburg had. This is the team that actually won the Uniliga in the summer semester 2023. So you're looking at mostly Uniliga champions. Milo is one of them. Western Spy came a season after, but is also a Würzburger classic. A guy that has been around for quite some time. Echo Specialist, also a nasty tracer though, but he is actually a tank player. That's the funny part about him. Many people don't really know it in the Uniliga. He's known for his very insane DPS, but well, this guy is actually a very talented tank. He's a top 500 peak tank, but we won't see that here probably. We'll see him on the DPS, on the tank instead. We do have Preloa, who is, well, an open queue warlord usually, but also a very known face from the Uniliga from Stuttgart, actually. So he is a legionary, if you want to put it like that. He's not actually from Würzburg, but he is part of this roster. He's also playing for the X-Rays in the Uniliga. He is the current MVP. So you have the former MVP of the Uniliga on this team and the current one, which is Preloa. Very mean tank. Well, good Orisa. We know that Orisa is right now the meta anyway, so this guy is definitely flourishing. But of course, the Orisa isn't the only tank he plays, so beware of that. He is a jack of all trades. On the backline, we have the lovely Sleepwell, also another Uniliga champion right here. Very fantastic Anna, also
a very talented video editor and just such a lovely person all around. Sleep well if you hear this. Feel hugged, please. And of course, Chrissy at her side as another experienced member of this roster, another Uniliga champion. So there's literally 3 people still from that one season where they became champion in this. And Chrissy is, well, very talented in yoinking nanos. Let's hope that doesn't happen today.
Yeah, as you said earlier, a lot of former or current MVPs on this roster. So they've got some kind of a revenue to defend. I think that is going to be a very interesting matchup. As you said, we have a lot of star power on both rosters. I think none of those players is going to take it short today. They're going to punch to try and fight for the ticket for the finals to get the spot against Super Shy. Do you have a favorite?
Favorite, man. I mean, personally, I would like to see the X-Rays win, of course, because well, I'm friends with some of those. We know each other from the Uniliga. This roster has been rocking so far, and I want to see them come out on top. But of course, Chemnitz, they will not make this easy for them. This will be a close match no matter what. But I would say X-Rays wins this.
Yeah. Well, I remember playing against the team when it was still called Flex Race, playing with Chrissy back then, Ambry and ADHD, if I remember correctly. That was pretty painful playing against them. But since I've got some, how should I phrase it? Maybe individual connections, I'm gonna count on the Chemnitzer Drüberschau-Buben today. So that way we're gonna have some slight rivalry between us two as well. But in the first place, I'm just hoping for a spicy matchup, some good Overwatch, and I think I heard we're going to Busan first on this matchup.
I mean, you wanted a spicy matchup, and the home of spicy food is also Korea. So the first map, which is also chosen by the upper bracket, which is the X-Rays, is gonna be Busan.
Exactly.
Well, what do you make out of this map? You've seen the Chemnitz Dugashaw earlier, and the X-Rays. They are very versatile. So what would you expect now? Let's see the first submap though before we actually say that. And it's gonna be no, it's downtown. Never mind. What? Wait.
Yeah, I was about to say we should see which first map we are starting on, depending on the submap of Busan. But it seems to be downtown, and that is a map which you currently see a lot of rush kind of comps on, like the Orisa, as you said earlier. Previously, you saw a lot of Monkey or Kiriko rush, but yeah, I was counting on it. They played it on Nepal against the against Semper, yes. So they are trying to play the sick again with the Yari Bub. I think very interesting. The Widow pick of Banamu. That is some kind of cooking, I'm gonna tell you.
Probably aiming for that upper tower. Or maybe they are a little bit defensive and need to check first if there's another Widow on the map, which they will see very soon that that's not going to be the case. Going through the cinema here, it's going to be the Diva pick actually from Paloa. Has proven to be great, but Chrissy is the first one to take a kill, and it is actually Boolean, the MVP of that match against Semper. Yes, already out of contention, and you see how much damage there is actually pumped into Yoing. There's no chance for the Iliadi from Megamin to heal against that, so that is just a point ready for the picking for the X-Rays.
Yeah, X-Rays playing off a very good momentum right there. Getting the other pick onto Boolean is just, yeah, it just means that your Tracer, being Milo in that case, is just pretty much uncontested for the fight, and they've just been playing on that very well. Yoink now going over to the Hawk. Very interesting.
Well, we'll see about that. Obviously, Preloa needs to be more defensive now, getting hooked in. Usually is a death sentence for you, but just as we speak, exactly that happened. But not to Preloa. Instead, Chrissy biting the dust, and you immediately demech Preloa here. And look at that slaughter just happening off the back of that hook onto Chrissy. It's good play from Chemnitz. Yoink also, well, we've talked about that Hawk. Hawk right now a little weird in this meta, but... Well, what do you think about it? Well, I can tell you what Preloa thinks. Enough Diva for today.
Yeah. Like the kid of Hawk is just benefiting from taking the whole attention of the enemy team, and that's exactly what we saw in this fight. Now, the usual counter-picking part of Overwatch currently, which is going to be the Orisa into the Hawk, a tank which is also benefiting from taking as much attention as possible. So yeah, that is going to be interesting.
Made at least on the point here. It's gonna be the window on top for Embry, who's gonna keep everyone on their toes. But Milo, with the post-mob stick, he gets the kill on the Banamu at least, and also gets rid of the turret. But there's still 2 follow-up kills here. Western Spy here with a copy onto the Baptiste will get kicked out of it. But look at that, there's many corpses in blue. Still, it is possible though, because Preloa still fighting on point.
Yeah.
Embry's still alive though. Top, need to get rid of him as fast as they can. Oh, not really. I mean, they could have even staggered him if they wanted, but they opt against it. At least it's gonna be a point flip. 48% dropped to the Chemnitzer DB.
Yeah, a pretty even matchup, and now we're back to Counterwatch. Yoink now swapping over to this Sig again. Well, you either hate or love to see it, but Banamu is getting the first pick on the Milo.
Sorry, Gama, they want to trade this out. Purple down to Yoink. The Kitsune Rush is going to be committed into that. And what a slot here for Western Spy. Gets 2 kills here. Still going rampant. Boolean, indeed, 2 kills here. Prolo is also going to fall to Banamu. So again, it is the Boolean factor. Milo still there. It's going to be a little bit of a tracer duel here, but I guess Boolean can just take it slow. He has done what he could, and the point is flipped thanks to him.
It's just unreal, the factor that the DPS of Chemnitz are making out right now. Like, Boolean with 2, Banamu with 3, just clutching out the fight single-handedly. That is just insanity.
Boolean again, look at that. He wins the
Yeah.
tracer duel on the sidelines. There is some pressure coming in
That's
from
too
X-Ray
good, bro.
to the point. Look at Banamu, what an aim here.
he gets another one.
Boolean is there to finish off Western Spy, and would you look at that, the Chemnitz are now in a fantastic position. 83%, not much to go off here for the X-Rays. They want to get the kill onto Yoink, but they should secure it. So you get the tank out. Good chances for you to get onto the point here. Boolean will use his pulse bomb, not sticking to anything though. Forces out the suits at least. This support line is scratched off here, but still has the recall. Chrissy needs to be away just to get a little bit of healing before sleep. But sleep connects just as possible, but Proloa is so low, it's gonna receive the nano here. There's a chance still for them to get through, but Chrissy is dead here, so Sleepwell the only support right now available for the X-Rays here, who is in quite the pickle here with a ball from Yoink. If that spear hits you have the ball off that, would have been great.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the window in front. Try to push Embry out of it, but now Sleepwell is finally dead. Proloa the only person still fighting, but now he's gone. Point flip was there earlier. Now they just need to stall as much as they can. Pulse bomb. Gotta be committed to that from Milo. No kills off of that. Western Spy was able to get Banamu. Still on the Widow. It's gonna jump onto the point here. The extra life coming in handy, but Chrissy does not have hers. So there's that. Just a matter of a cleanup for Chemnitz, and that should be it here. Proloa makes it back here onto the Doomfist, but needs to absolutely make a miracle work here. It's not gonna work. He gets the kill onto Embry, but overall, doesn't matter. Overtime is gone, and the first point in downtown goes to Chemnitz.
Just some desperation touches coming in from X-Rays. Well played from Chemnitzer DB, especially, we gotta point it out, Boolean and Banamu again flashing. Like, those flashy playstyles are just incredible. Always getting the picks if the team is struggling. Like, Yoink going way too deep on the Sig, getting caught out, but the team manages to stabilize and get the win anyways. Like, that was just pretty impressive if you ask me.
Can't agree more. This team's just too good. Chemnitz,
Yeah.
they show off. They show off when it matters most, and that is what makes a good team. So, let's see what is going on in Mecha Base. Whole different kind of map. Know about that. We're gonna have, again, the Orisa Rush here. This time from both teams, though. And from the get-go as well. Western Spy still defaulting to this Echo Banamu on the Cassidy, which usually it bites each other. Cassidy is going to be quite the issue here.
Yeah.
But we'll see how they play around it. Prolo already dropping low. Really hinder. Thrown to the backline here. Milo makes it into the backline here. That's a lot of damage, but also Proloa dies in the front line, so it's a 4v4, but you're missing a tank if you are...
Good trade for Chemnitz.
Absolutely.
And now Yoink following it up with Boolean getting another pick. That is just going to be the first fight in favor of Chemnitz. they have been struggling it out. First fight was going to be a bit messy as Milo was getting down Megumin, but they have been stabilizing and clutching it out.
Loa dying in front was just a death sentence at this point.
True.
You tank up like that, you lose so much space, especially the Orisa right now. It's just an unkillable killing machine, so you need that staying power in front. You lose that too early, it's gone right now. Playing it rather slow in that choke point. Try to speed through. It's going to be the purple onto Yoink, who will use his Javelin Spin to disengage. We see Western Spy now swapping onto the Symmetra as well. You want some extra pressure, but the pressure goes onto Sleep. Well, as she dies a little bit too early, Western Spy has no protection, no healing, of course, to back him up. And right now, it is just desperation for the X-Rays, who are able to flip the point, but what a fail.
I didn't even notice that until you said it. Like, that was, well, I mean, I guess some kind of a good play, forcing all the space back from CDB, but it's not gonna help much if you already lost the fight. And now you gotta push into another choke to get some kind of control.
Looking for the Terror Surge, is now gonna pop it, makes it past Preloa, who was nanoed here, but there's way too much damage into him. Western Spy with another swap, right into the Soldier. Sleep well, and Western Spy so low here. Preloa still goes chasing targets. It's gonna be another kill here onto Embry, so without the Baptiste, that should be easy pickings for the team of the X-Rays, who just have to go for the cleanup here. It should be just a matter of time until they flip.
I mean, good percentages for Chemnitz, but very important for X-Rays to get the flip right here. You've got some good ultimates to work with, but so does Chemnitz. So that is going to be rough. It is going to be rough for X-Rays to keep the momentum going, keep the positioning, keep the control on the map. They're going to toss it, but quite rough.
Window forced here, now Hassan to also commit the Terror Surge here just to stay alive. He's gonna succeed in doing so. Oh, good eat from Peloa! Wait a minute! That is Megumin's ultimate! It's completely gone! That might be exactly what they're looking for, but they need to secure a few kills. Western Spy is able to do just that, so this might be the stabilization that they need, but they lose also Chrissy in front. Milo also, again, gets, well, sorry if I'm saying that, diffed by Boolean. And also the point flip is through here. There was quite a good situation for them, but Boolean again clutching it up with a kill here onto Sleepwell on that pulse bomb. You blow up the poor granny in the backline, and now without that mass healing, it's gonna be very awkward also for Chrissy. But Nate will not get the kill. Good immortality for Panamu will stay alive for a little longer, and that right click damage is way too much for Blower to handle. Pulse bomb from Milo on here, but there's gonna be the Fortify to keep Yoink alive. And also Embry still, the Nano also onto Chrissy. Just want to make sure that the Kiriko survive as much as she can. Sleep well, eating that up, and you see Yoink immediately switching targets over to the Ana. But the Sleep Dart connects, and Chrissy is able to get 2 kills. Oh, actually a third one. Wait a minute, she's nuts. She's actually clutching this up, but now finally she falls, but still she has clutched this up thanks to the Nano also from Sleepwell. She is still alive here, so tremendous work on that Ana from her.
Yeah, Chrissy being on the Boolean cosplay, I'm gonna tell you that. Like, Boolean getting 3 kills on his own at first, and now Chrissy getting 3 on her own as well. That is just masterclass.
Noah back on the Doomfist here. Just a touch point, but now, of course, he has to stay on that, and usually the Doomfist struggles against the Orisa. Boolean, the Mega Room here. Milo, that's a lot of damage, but look at that. Proloa and Seawall are already dead. They get Boolean out, but oh, Western Spy might be able to clutch this up though with his overclock. Winston here, and so forces out the High Noon. Oh, the Windows in front. Look at how scrappy this is. Yeah, point gets flipped. Proloa still alive. Can somebody touch here? No, they cannot. It is Chemnitz taking the first map. Proloa was there around the corner, but I think he was weak. So after all this mess, it's Chemnitz taking the first map 2-0.
Yeah. I mean, as you said, very messy first map, but we see the pod G coming out from Chrissy right now. And you want to see that. 1. 2.
Where's the third? There it is. Oh, good stuff, good stuff.
Yeah. There have been pop-offs from X-Rays, so of course, not all hope is lost, but for the moment, they are facing the wall, which is Chemnitz, and they are up 1 0 in a first to 2 matchup. That is quite the start.
Come on, win it for me. I'm believing in you guys. The reverse sweep is in the air, and we all know it. So let's not stop right here with Chemnitz still being so dominant. It was, again, the performance that we saw against Yes came for a good reason. Chemnitz is just, again, on top. For now. But, well, that was Busan. And now we're going to Hybrid. And we already see which map is locked in. And of course, it's an all-time classic. And luckily, it's not Blizzard World this time around. We have seen that map plenty of times right now.
True.
Let's go instead to King's Row.
Yeah, that is going to be a banger for sure. I'm pretty excited to see out maybe some new facets of every team. I don't know. You know those teams a bit better than me. You've been casting the Liga. You've got the insider informations. Do you think there might be the possibility of seeing a Ryan today?
No.
Unfortunate.
No.
Yeah. Well,
I know,
yeah.
I know for a fact that Proloa, for example, doesn't really have Ryan in his hero pool. Not really. He
Yeah.
plays Orisa, he plays a lot of
Perfect.
Divas, Doomfist is not too bad. But I think I've never seen a Proloa Ryan, really.
Yeah.
Now, I have to think. I don't think I've ever seen it.
I mean, I was expecting not to see it, but I had to get my hopes up. Like, you know it. There has to be some Ryan connoisseurs still playing the game. Unfortunately, none leftovers of the Ryan connoisseurs in this tournament. It seems like.
Nope.
Still.
Not against Orisa, no.
Yeah, not at all. Unfortunately. But we just heard we are going in. Well, what do you expect? What are we going to see? Something else? Or just Orisa?
Just Orisa.
Alright.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
Maybe if they're really crazy, they try to go for the high ground, especially on attack, and you might see a Diva or Winston dive of some sort. But I would expect both teams to just default to the Orisa rush, just with different nuances. Sleepwell and Chrissy, for example, both flex supports goddesses. So those two, I would have said Anna and Kiriko. I was about to say, okay, Sleepwell, we know each other quite well, and one thing I do know, you're not playing Life Weaver in my streams. For a second, she got me shocked, because she was really waiting a bit. But I think she was just doing that to pull somebody, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, we see exactly the same composition we saw there on Mecha Base. On the other hand, I was about to say, Yoink, do not tease our poor Yami, please. We know exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, well, he got my hopes up again, but they got smashed into the ground. Well, yeah, it is Orisa against Orisa.
Yes, sir. Just with different nuances. Usually we would expect the losers here, but I think both teams are very good on the double flex support. So that is what we're gonna see here. With different hero picks all around, though. Anna Kiriko versus Iliari and Baptiste already have the first 2 kills, in fact. Both DPS falling to Milo, who's really cooking hot. And that is the first team fight already over in a glance in less than 30 seconds.
That was well played. Like a very good execution from Milo coming out right here. Let's see if they can keep it up. For the moment, they've got the advantage for sure.
Playing it patiently right now. A little bit of trouble. They want to maybe rotate through the hotel here. Western Spy ready, but Noah cuts off Megumin, and even with all that healing with the lamp in front, there's not much to gain from this. So the kills still keep coming in. Western Spy on the high ground here picks up that beam kill also onto Embry, so a perfect assassination from him. Banamu gets out by the skin of his teeth here, so another team fight basically over before it really started. They tried something with the rotations here, but it did not succeed at all. More than a minute already gone.
Yeah, I was about to say I actually really like the echo pick on King's Row, at least on first point, because you're just so, how should I phrase it? You're just so fluently between rotating from low ground to high ground, taking different angles. That is just something you can't achieve with the Cassidy of Banamu right now.
Western Spy looking for the spam here. Long range is going to be the window now deployed for Embry, and we know that Banamu is just sitting pretty behind it, looking for some targets to blow up. Pulse bomb attempt was there, but Banamu will take out Milo, so a lot of firepower is already in the bin. Sleepwell gets out though. Nano is going to be deployed here on the Proloa. Tries to pull in Megumin, who gets away though here. Now with the copy in front now, Western Spy is going to be 2 horses, so that's probably a nightmare of our good old Army here. But Western Spy looking for the target here. Look at this aim. Also, the angle is so good, so uncontested right now. Somebody needs to do something. Does not look like they will do it. Kitsune Rush also now in. Oh, huge ultimate, but still the Kitsune Rush. Oh, now the kills keep coming in. That is where the X-Rays will unfortunately fall. But good try from them. Good defense. They definitely put up a good fight. 2.5 minutes gone. And now they're going to be refreshed, though, for the team of Chemnitz.
Yeah, Banamu, Embry, and the rest of Chemnitz, which was still alive, did a really good job at stabilizing, just keeping the space so their team could re-engage, and finally kept the point. That was pretty well played, very disciplined. So the effect of that is just capping first point and being on the gas pedal for now.
Driver's seat has their name all over it. Yoink, that was a
Exactly.
fantastic ultimate as well into the Kitsune Rush. You just deny access, they can't really get out, they get a lot of damage, but speaking of damage, there's Embry not having a backbone anymore, just gets killed here by the move. Having a little duel here against Western Spy, which is going to be concluded victoriously for Sojourn, but there's still Yoink in between, who picks up 2 kills. They want to try, Proloa almost loses that duel against Megumin, but overall still going to be chill for now. 3 X-Rays still alive and map control for them.
Yeah. Quite solid card progress for Chemnitz for the moment. But as you said, it's very important for X-Rays getting back into the map control, getting back into the driver's seat, as you said earlier. They've got some good ults to work with, but so does Chemnitz. So let's see who's going to be coming out on top.
A window somewhere, I think up top on the staircase here, so Proloa can't really move back because otherwise he will get blown up. Banamu will be the one proactively using his aim for that one. Proloa wants to equalize the numbers, he gets at least Megumin, but Western Spy was in the backline here, no chance for him to survive. Boolean will take out Proloa violently with that pulse bomb, and it's just another cleanup here. The X-Rays, they looked so good on point A, so smooth, so squeaky clean.
Yeah.
But Chemnitz now just looking at second point up for the grasp.
Yeah, and they only had to invest like secondary ults. That is very good for Chemnitz right now. They are facing a lot of ults from X-Rays though. Yeah, the Nano coming out for Proloa. The Terror Surge from Yoink. They'll sleep.
It was a little bit late. Oh, the pulse bomb also got eaten by Yoink. Look at Yoink, 2 kills already here. Boolean can just go on to Sleepwell for free. It's gonna be the second point capped here. Proloa, good try here. Sleepwell also with that Nano. You just wanted to make sure that the horse stays alive as long as possible. The Hinoon actually came out there onto Proloa. It got slapped in between, so the damage was still done. You see now that they are swapping tactics. Instead, Proloa wants to be a little bit more roamy. Goes onto the Diva here. Good lamp here onto Banamu. So again, that placement, that decision making from Embry, paying dividends. That team is not dying.
Yeah.
Banamu, okay.
The Diva on last point makes sense for me because you're just way more you're just able to contest those high grounds. You've got way more mobility. But yeah, if you just hard commit like Proloa did right now, you're just going down, and that is not what your team is hoping for.
That's a fantastic pop. They just need to pick up the kills, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. Proloa back from spawn, getting that kill here. Good eat from Yoink here for now on that javelin spin. But of course, once it's over, you can just pick up the kill on the horse. So they will hold for now, but still plenty of time to work with. Oh, and Yoink, would you look at that? That's gonna be again that hawk swap.
Yes, sir. I love me some self, some off meta at least, going off from the Orisa, at least getting some, how should I say, yeah, some rotation and. Oh, but he's naded. That is going to be rough. But Banamu get the pig.
Now, again, good lamp deployment here. Nano now onto Proloa. And then again, another purple. They just need to get rid of him, and that is the thing. Tries to eat that. Proloa sees him and just gets that one entrée on his play here. Bomb also needs to be used so to reset his mech. They should be able to get them at least lower than 60 seconds for now. Proloa taking the duel there inside of the Mega Room, getting the kill now. Onto him thanks to Milo, but he still gets demeched. That is maybe not what you would like to see. And Yoink now back on the Diva himself, but he has a mech. Proloa doesn't, so that's gonna be quite the issue for them. They don't have any staying power.
Yeah, and Western Spy goes down to Boolean. That is a very good pick if you're on the side of candidates right now.
I know, he would have had the pulse spot, but look at that damage already coming in. He had no way of surviving that. Kitsune Rush gonna be committed in that. Proloa needs to stay alive, but doesn't have a bomb to reset. Western Spy wanted to get something done on that. Overclock is gonna be finished off though by Banamu, and it seems like the Chemnistars, they have broken open this box. And that is exactly what's gonna happen. They will full cap, but only, quote unquote, only 18 seconds on the time bank.
Yeah. I mean, finishing with time is a good thing in general, because you get the possibility of attacking again. So if the other team is just finishing with over a minute and you've finished with no time, you can only draw at max. So a good winning condition from Chemnitz coming out. X-Rays, they have to step it up a bit. Like, it just looked like Chemnitz was mainly in a driver's seat for now. There were some good attempts from X-Rays, I'm gonna give them that, but they have to start cooking a bit more. Like, those plays coming out from Boolean and Banamu so far, it's just... I would not say missing, because also Milo and Western Spy have been popping, but not quite on the same level.
Quite the predicament here. One thing though, now that they have finished with 18 seconds, if... Well, it doesn't matter now with what time bank Würzburg or the X-Rays will finish, because no matter what, you will have this winnable. You will get your time bank filled up to at least a minute. If that would have been a minute and 1 second, we could have started talking about that draw possibility. But now it's not really an issue, luckily. Milo going for the pop shot here. Almost took off Megumin's head. If that happens, oh boy, do you see that WP glowing. Literally smoking. They will just commit. There's one support gone, but that didn't happen. Still, they get the free rotation here to the high ground now, but it is Boolean again popping up on the kill feed here with the assassination onto Sleepwell. So without the Ana, it's going to be quite weird. Proloa is trapped up top there in the staircase. He wanted to hide, and now he has to commit to the fight, and that is quite bad for him because he is going to be surrounded by all of the members of Chemnitz, and that's a fantastic stagger kill.
Yeah, definitely. First fight going into the favor of Chemnitz. They have got to keep the momentum going. Like, they are in the driver's seat right now. If they manage to keep it, they are going to the finals. They are going to face off against Super Shy, and Boolean is just looking to do exactly that, but Milo getting the counter pick.
Also, not to forget, they have spawn advantage here, the attackers, which are... Oh, that is a great bomb. There was the who's available.
Bro.
He's going to finish off still. So
He's so good.
You keep getting picked somehow on the X-Ray side, but still, Chemnitz gets more. There's no chance really for them to stabilize. Look at that. You get a stagger kill on the Proloa. Now Milo needs to recall. Has to 3-4-5 because Yoink could go for him. It's just too much time being scratched off, and X-Rays, they really are on their last legs right now, which is not a good sign. Almost half of the time bank is gone. And right now, it really looks like we're gonna have CDB versus Super Shy. We'll see about that. This is a match point after all.
Yeah, definitely. Like, this is the playoffs. You gotta give it all you've got. If you don't, it's just going to be over. And this is the time where the momentum has to strike in the favor of X-Rays, because they are on the edge of being knocked out.
Milo Niagara struggling to get the smite off the floor.
Yeah.
Now it does that. Takes that. Window is going to be in front. Proloa got burned here. Yoink is gone though. So now that is perfect. Nano's going to be used here onto Sleepwell, who again just gets slaughtered by Boolean. Megumin in that turret. Lots of healing for him. But not gonna get away from Pelor, it seems like. Maybe, question mark. Oh, well, he's gonna start for very long, but Boolean again winning that duel. Chrissy gets Embry. Look at that chaos again. Capture Sun gonna be used here onto the backline. Full spawn. Boolean. Look at Bool. What is he doing?
Someone check him PC! Bro, he's just putting out some proper kind of numbers on Tracer right now. What has he eaten today?
Well, he should definitely start studying, because I think in Chemnitz there's gonna be people calling for his services. I can tell you this much. I'm not sure if he is studying or not. I mean, in this tournament, it doesn't matter really if you study or not. But for the Uniliga, I'm just asking, you know, just asking. Would be nice to have him around. But definitely for now, looking fancy. 45-second look at that Boolean again! Bruno gets staggered. Banamu, the next one at the Western Spy. The X-Rays. What is really left of their offense? Absolutely nothing. They're getting buried alive. And we're down to 30 seconds with only an overclock available.
30 seconds.
This is just pure desperation mode if you're on the sides of X-Ray right now. Like, you were going in maybe as the favorite because you were in the first division, going up against a second division team, which just roughly won in a 2-1 fashion, and now you're just getting, I don't know, punched against the wall. Banamu again.
Sleep Well is gone here. Overclock gonna be used, but they can't even really touch the point. Proloa tries to get on it, but he is too late. His team was dead anyway, so we can congratulate Chemnitzer Drüberschaububen to a fantastic 2-0 victory over the Würzburg X-Rays. So the Saxony goes into the finals to face off against the main eventer, the big one, against Super Shy for that fancy prize money of 150 euros.
Yeah, and we now saw the play of the game coming out from Yoinked. As much as we talked about Boolean, about Banamu today, he has been a safety factor for his team as well. There have been some small moments where he's been a bit over-aggressive and a bit overly committive, but he's been playing very solid today as well. Like, all around, this team, I think, deserves to be in the finals.
100%. You saw their performance right now. I would say against Semper, yes. Well, yes. Yeah, you know, they had a ringer and stuff. They had some trouble here and there with their internets. But overall, Chemnitzer probably just needed a little bit of a warm-up. And they have been firing out of all cylinders. It was absolute insanity, but still GG's to the X-Rays. You still have a special place in my heart. See you in the Uniliga. But, what we are going to see is the next matchup after this break. It's going to be Chemnitzer Drüberschaububen versus Super Shy. Don't go anywhere. The grand final is up, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly. GG's in the chat. Get some love in the chat for X-Rays and Semper, yes, because they have been showing us some very good matchups in the tournament. But now, it's about the fire. It's about the grand finals. Stay tuned.
Empty hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone. Just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. Don't truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. I hate all this overthinking. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Oh no.
Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see that I'm shining? Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see I'm shining? Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see I'm shining? Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see I'm shining? Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see I'm shining? Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see I'm shining? Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see I'm shining? Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see I'm shining? Don't you see
Are you ready? The grand final is up. Ooh. Chemnitz made it to the finals here through 2 opponents. X-Ray's gone. Semper, yes, gone. And now the next one is Super Shy. But the wheel also keeps spinning. Around us casters, we have a new familiar face in this cast right now, Mr. Jokey.
Yes, I'm back again from my 1 hour break. I'm hyped for this last matchup. It's going to be Super Shy and Chemnitz. So, well, Super Shy, the Goliath of the Semper Community Tournament. And we have the underdog, Chemnitz DB. Oh my god, I'm so hyped.
Oh, wow. No, this is. You have said the Goliath. This is literally David versus Goliath. The old motto here. The Chemnitzer, they have looked tremendous, but can they beat Super Shy? Wow. Let's have another look at that roster real quick. At Chemnitz, especially, the DPS line between Banamu and Boolean has been so good, popping up so many times in the kill feed against the opponents early, especially Boolean. His tracer absolutely goated. But of course, we should never forget also the tank and the supports that are there to aid them whenever it's needed. Yoinked has been playing it all. Megumin and Embry pretty much untouchable on their compositions as well. We also saw some Iliadi gameplay from Megumin, which is something you don't come by that often anymore. Well, you have seen the streams. What do you think about Chemnitz?
Well, the strong group, strong players. My favorite Boolean, always in the clutch position for the enemy team. No one expect him to be this strong. Let's see how Super Shy is going to react, and let's look over the roster of Super Shy.
Yes, sir. It is time for the giant, the Titans, Super Shy. Let's go. The main eventer from the OWCS. Yes, the real one. I still can't believe we have them here in the tournament. It's so good to see these names, to see this roster. I've seen their match against Ex Obliviona, that one, well, very fated match where it was all about qualifying for the DreamHack at the end of May and the start of June, and they have done it 3-2. Oh, what a roster! We see exactly that roster right here. Well, with a little bit of a change though in between. For the DPS line, though, we have, again, Pack and Zoro. Those two, they have been forming a bond, sort of. Zoro, who is goated on that Sojourn, the Stallion from Sweden. Alongside him, an ex-OWWC player, Pack from France, who has been tremendously performing on that Tracer and has picking up experience left and right alongside these players on tank. The one and only Hitori. She is so talented. We saw these hero plays against Ex Oblivion. Great main tank, Winston, Ramatra, you name it. She can play everything at such a high level. And on the support, we have Takuno from Great Britain, who also has a contender's past. Absolutely goated here. And, well, you see right now, right here, is it Sobek? Is he back? I'm checking.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
so
back.
he's actually back. Oh yeah, I see it right here. Okay, I thought there was a swap in between, but he is actually here. So the backline is complete. Sobek also won with contenders past. So these two definitely have seen all the tiers, basically tier 3, tier 2. They have been grinding ranked in the scrims on high level as well. They have been present. These guys, they mean business. They want to take this one home and not slip it through their hands against the underdog from Chemnitz.
And we're going into the first map. It's going to be Busan again. We played it already today, so the CBD already knows the map. Well, Super Shy knows the map too, because everyone plays it all the time. But they already warmed up on this match. And you mentioned earlier Hitori's Winston. Do you think we're going to see a dive here on Busan?
I mean, maybe not a mecha base, but I would expect someone downtown for sure. Let's see what the first sub map is. It is going to be mecha base. So mecha base usually known for these Orisa compositions. We have seen them earlier here between the X-rays and Chemnitzer Drüberschau-Buben. I would be surprised to see anything else, but maybe we'll see a surprise. Maybe Super Shy wants to dip the toes into the water, you know, and just say, okay, we play a little dive, pretty please. Well, we'll see about that. Right now, the compositions aren't exactly a screaming dive, to be honest, but, well, I wouldn't expect any dive, actually.
No, they're just sticking to a safer comp. We have Yoinked on a Roadhog. He saved him some times today. And Hitari on the Orisa, so easy, maybe easy for them in the first fight. No, they changed back to Orisa, so it's almost a mirror match.
Almost. Heck, no, it's just gonna be Semper to TP out. It's gonna be the Tracer, absolutely. And well, we have mirrors on tank and DPS, but look at the support. So, my, pretty much out of the door. Look at that javelin though from Yoink. That was quite the segment, but the aggression from Super Shy speaks for itself. They go in so fast. Lamb's gone, Embry gone. It's just a slaughter festival right now for Super Shy. They are the favorites, and they absolutely show it.
Zoro even had the chance to get out of the spawn. Holy shit, this was a fast kill for the team of Super Shy. And they're already set up on the high ground and pushing them still back into their spawn. They can't even manage to stabilize or to get some strategies out there.
Peeks a little bit. Immediately gets a shot though from the Iliadi. Dropping a little low, needs to go onto the point to just be safe. Just the invitation of Woonie to go onto the high ground here. Yoink trapped there in this choke point. You see they are very split from Chemnitz. We try to get an opening, maybe lure people to this choke point, but the Orisa doesn't really swap positions, so can't really get that. Very disciplined as well. You saw that early aggression. After that, they just keep the space. They just need to make sure that no one can really enter. They cut off Yoink right here. But now Hitari is gonna fall low, and she will fall eventually. So this is possible. Zoro though with High Noon. Javelin comes a little bit too late, so you lose Mingwin in front. At least the window is gonna be deployed here though. Front, and look at that. It's a what the hell is this? A checkered board. The Chemnitz is still in this. They could flip this point if they get Zoro and Sobek off, but they play so well. Look at that. Without them being dead, really, can't really push onto it. Embry gonna take the Lucio out. Point isn't flipped yet though, so there's a lot of time still scratched up. Hitari is now back, and
oh, what a headshot from Tekuno. Wow, Bully couldn't react that fast. Here comes the Kitsune from Tekuno, securing the point for the team of Super Shy. Hitari trying to get him Cassidy, low HP, headshot on him, and securing still a point. And Orisa, it's Yoink fighting alone without the support of his team, getting post bombed by Bullion. And again, the checkpoint, as he said, popping up again in the kill feed. But it is still Super Shy.
Yeah, they clean this up, win the team fight overall. But what a messy fight this is. I mean, you can see definitely the favoritism in favor of Super Shy. They are definitely the more dominant team. You see them with the early aggression, then they just manage the space. They lose a few people though, so you saw them struggling here and there. They got a little bit sloppy, and Chemnitz tried to punish that. They were successful at times, but that one very extended team fight we just saw, they just couldn't finish it. They just couldn't finish it because, well, you still had Zoro and Sobek alive. These two were just juggling around, just making sure that they play their life for Hitari to come back. And once she was back on point, well, yeah, good luck with that Orisa, pal. You're not gonna kill her that easily. And you still have the point. They couldn't flip it at all. That was so smartly played from Super Shy.
Yeah, and Yoink just staying alone on point wasn't helpful at all because the team was fighting on high ground. Yoink alone on a point, it's hard to stay against three people that are really highly skilled and getting the damage done.
So again, early space control here for Super Shy. Hitari on that off angle, taking a little bit of damage, needs to get out alive, which is just gonna proceed, but still. At least they have the cinema here. Now you have a turret set up in there too, so you can't really push that in. Sobek drops way too low, and Boolean sees the blood and water, gets the kill, but Yoink will also be killed here. Zoro now puts the numbers in the favor of Super Shy. Oh my, that's a two-piece that actually stinks! And Boolean, though, still again gets the kill, and oh, what a show Pack is putting up here on point.
Pack just playing with his emotes, showing off what he got in his inventory. Sobek getting a pick on Megan with a boop kill, or was it earlier right now, and just creeping up, focusing to get an important kill. Sobek a little bit greedy here, maybe to get some spot on. But now he just plays safe, falling back, just giving them information. Where is everyone? Who's going where?
Oh, the Connect 3 just dropped a little bit low. Takuno sees the urge to use the Kitsune Rush here. Boolean is gone, but you lose H3 in the front line. Still trading that out though, thanks to Pac. Oh, look at how fast it shoots up. Is that okay? Relax, my man. Hey. This is still fun in games, right?
What?
Okay then. Okay.
Okay, they're just playing around.
I'm retiring.
Just pulling his ult and deleting it right after.
Just see. Well, anyways, Chemnitz is back. No High Noon to worry about anymore. At least that they forced that. Good job. Full front gonna be used here. That's a lot of damage for Yoin. No chance to survive that. Both support ultimates are gonna be thrown into that. Captain Sun actually hits in the backline though. You don't get a kill for it. Well, it's quite the opposite. It's again just super shy rolling over that beach. Well, why not? Of course, just stabilizing here. Emery dead Boolean just for the show. And a super shy cat.
Yeah, I think they thinking that they're in quick play mode, just not really keeping it serious. And here comes Silver from Hittery getting Megumi first kill in this fight. Zoro just getting the second kill after it. Again, Zoro just pick after pick. Sobek wants to play with them.
What is this? What is this madness? Man, this is the first map. By the way, I forgot to mention, or it was mentioned earlier actually. This is a first to 3. So yeah, this is actually Super Shy has to win 3 maps to get the series. But well, Busan is already done and dusted.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the pot G provided by none less than the Swedish superstar. So.
Wait for
Just something. Yeah, we saw that Boolean actually gets the kill here. Though.
Yeah.
What a show from Super Shy, my man.
Clean execution here from them, and I want to mention clean, headshots from Zero, always on point. I can't even have this tracking when I have an aimbot, but good job from them. But good job from CBD. They kept up a few fights and made it more interesting to watch. And the next map is going to be, as I've read, it's going to be Blizzard World. Again, a map we've already seen today. But
a few times.
Yeah, a few times. I think CBD is going to play the same as they've done. But I'm interested in the picks from Super Shy.
Maybe they want to see if there's a dive possibility, I would say. But hey, we're talking about Super Shy. What do you think? Are they going to be scared of dive? No,
no, not at all.
They will play it themselves. C3 has a fantastic Winston. You have Pac on the Tracer. Zoro can play the Sojourner, whatever you like. Good luck with that.
Maybe. All right, we are already ready. The teams are hyped. The teams are hot. They want to go in. They want to fight.
Send it.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. I will see. Chemnitz, well, they are on the list right now, the underdog. But we'll see. If Super Shy leans back a little bit too much, Chemnitz might punch them off their chair. It would be kind of funny to see that. If Chemnitz takes Super Shy into a 4th map, maybe a 5th, I don't know. I wouldn't even know what to say if that would happen. But for now, the standing is, well, you know, it's pretty convincing, I'd say. Well, it's 1-0, but Busan was... There was a show of force, man. They were just flexing.
Totally. But maybe it's not like David against Goliath, but it's more like the rabbit and the turtle. The rabbit just gets lazy and lays down, and then the turtle goes...
Ooh. You come
maybe this.
Bad. Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe it's going to be like this.
That's in question. For now, we were speaking about the dive. Yeah, there's a lot of dive involved right here. A lot, folks. Yeah, just yeet the hog in and stuff. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
with a live viewer, you can yeet him up in the air and then just maybe a funny ultimate combination, but
with
you have to set it up. Yeah, with whole heart, just in the air, pull him up in the air and then spraying down on the ground. I don't think it's going to be working against this comp. No.
No. Let's forget about what we just talked, okay?
Yeah, we are not professionals, so
We're
just
just analyzing all like Weaver tactics. What in the Namekuchi brothers is that idea? Excuse me? Well,
Yeah.
so
But Embry on the Baptiste is strong. We've seen him getting some picks, but again, first pick from Zero on Megumi. No TP on high ground, and they're pushing them into the small corner.
they've swapped roles, by the way. Boolean is on support right now. Megumi the one on DPS. Oh, there's a kill.
No.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, they did.
Is this winnable? Nah.
Maybe? No. They're just regrouping, falling back, stabilizing. And yeah, I didn't realize they changed. It's Boolean on the heal position.
The heal position. Well, any MSM
yeah.
watchers in chat,
Sorry, support position.
do
I'm
not
sorry.
use the H word on my stream. Thank you. Yeah, well, but so far, that H word is what Chemnitz needs, and even if they would get any, what would it really matter? They would just get melted down anyways. Well, we haven't really seen the point at all. It's, what, 100 seconds right now played almost? No,
Yeah,
not really? No.
kind of.
80. It's 80. But we're even doing maths now, because right now Supergiant is again just rolling. They come in. It's like a meat grinder. It really doesn't look like they have a lot to say here. There's gonna be the fake TP in front. At least they took
I don't think it
earlier.
was a fake TP. I think they wanted to go to, but
wait
the damage
a
is
minute.
there. The ultimate is there. Megumi dies first. Now Pack.
Oh, I
Yoink
could've
getting Zero with his trap.
This is winnable, guys. Oh, a Boolean to juggle around. Pack almost uncontested now. Eats 2 shots though from Banamu. So be careful here. Recall gonna be popped. T3 get in front. But look at that tracking. Pack. Emery gone. So there's that. At least you have spawn advantage somewhat. Kitsune Rush is also gonna be used. That High Noon doesn't get a kill direct, but you get Tikunu out. Hitari drops a little bit low, but the Fortify is still gonna be there. Yoink with a kill onto Sobek. Now the door is wide open. It's only Pack right now alive, and you have 4 people still. No, actually Zoro made it
Zoro's
back
back
there.
on point, yeah.
Yeah.
But they can push it through. 4 people, 5 people are going on the point. No, it's 4. Where's the 5th one? Where
Coming from
is?
spawn.
He probably getting spawn camped right now by Pack. But first tick is done, second tick is done, the third tick is going to be closer. Riza pushing in, getting Megumi, low HP Boolean, getting Tekunu. The support is out, but a beat is in Banamu, getting Hitari. The tank, the MVP right now. No, Zoro is the MVP for this match. But they get the point! It is a point for CBD.
Yeah, they have punished that overcommitment from Super Shy with the respective kills. They had the spawn advantage, you just need to use that correctly. They maybe underestimated Chemnitz here, but certainly not gonna work for them anymore. We also see the Bastion pick from Megumino, who of course gonna... Oh, that was a headshot. Okay, Pack a little bit scared. We're fine though. Panamu, that is very aggressive though, but it can rotate of course to the coast side. Gonna be a whole hog in front. That needed to be used here early, at least to get Hitari out. So there's another kill though, up on for the taking. That's exactly what's gonna happen. So right now, Chemnitz actually on a roll. 3 minutes still on the clock. Super Shy taking some hits here, and Tikunu now dying late is also gonna be a spanner in the works.
Well, is it, like I said, is it going to be the turtle move? Are they rushing away from the rabbit? Or is the rabbit going to wake up and getting the team from CBD killed? And Oriza fighting alone against Banamu, pulling the ultimate from Hitari, trying to get a kill. A little bit too greedy maybe. Taken with a nade kill on Megumi. The second kill now from Zoro. It is not even for the team from CBD. Super Shy pushing in, pushing them back to the spawn. They are doing good rotation here right now to stay alive. No, Banamu was too slow and getting killed by Hitari.
They tried to rotate away, but it didn't succeed at all. Javelin spin is gonna be awkward for Yoing. And the Bastion ultimate doesn't get anything except of the turret Pack. Oh, recalls, comes out, gets an instant kill onto Yoing. Boolean, the next one on the list. So now Super Shy is back in command. And exactly saying where to go. Still 2 minutes for Chemnitz to go on. 2 ultimates available for them. Takuna though has a nano, of course. You can throw it onto whatever you want. Pack, so target, of course. The Tracer just popping off. You could go for the Orisa as well. So there's plenty of options, but first of all, they need to break this spawn camp. a little bit of a duel going on here. The issue is just that Banamu doesn't have a support, but Zoro does. There's going to be the nano now onto Hitori. Purple, though, in the back onto Boolean, who tries to get away, but Zoro will take him out. Beat going to be used here. High Noon. Oh, but you can't escape that one. So back. What is going on here now with Hitori dead as well? There's an opening for them to push into.
Awesome timing from Banamu to pull his ultimate and getting the Ilari. I don't think it was planned, but it worked out well. And now they're just getting the kills, getting the team kill again, and just have to go to the payload, pushing it a little bit further. And Super Shy already back in position. Well, at least it is Hitori and Zobek on Ilari.
Placed that so well, but the pulse bomb gonna connect here onto Embry, so the loser's gone. Oh, Megumin also dead. Fag. Gonna get that two-piece right in front. Just snack that. So again, Super Shy back thanks to 2 quick kills from the French OWWC player. Okay.
Nice try from Banamu to getting the Ana.
Would have been a good pick, right? It's the Ana. Something.
Now, Yoink with his whole hawk ready to get pulled out, and Megumi can support or just pull it again against 2 ultimates. It's Zoro and Hitori, so maybe they're playing it good right now and have a good ult management and pushing high ground. It is Embry who's forcing the high ground first, and the other players are not really brave enough to go on high ground. Hitori getting Megumi, so 1 ultimate is out. It's just whole Hawk and Hawk getting Peg on point. They're fighting alone. Banamu, important pick on Tiku. No, it's Zoro again who gets Banamu. They're trading again 1v1. Who is winning this fight? Here's the whole Hawk. No, the whole Hawk is out. It's cancelled.
Yoink also now will die in the end here. What? Okay, this was scrappy. I love that. I really love that. But yeah, I think at some point Super Shy also started to just have fun. You can see that their coordination isn't that great right now.
No.
So they are really leaving Chemnitz some doors open, but Chemnitz is poking into them. So you can see that these guys still are good. As I like to say, even good players need to learn how to accept gifts, and right now Chemnitz is using that to their avail, trying to get the necessary kills. You saw them win the first point, almost push it into second. There is still a chance for them to get this done, but we'll see how much Super Shy will let them slip, because it's now their attack round.
Yeah, and we've seen the aggressiveness from Super Shy, and I have to say the defense line from CBD was sometimes not so strong today. Maybe it's getting stronger for each match they are playing, and we will see. They staying on the Hawk, and oh my god, I love to see this. Hitori on the Reinhardt and Zoro on the Widow. We love to see this.
Take a screenshot, pal. There it is. Wait, she still has to leave spawn with this.
Yeah. Well, it's still 20 seconds on the clock.
Come on, Hitori.
We are not going to
can
jinx
do
it.
Be the hero. Be the heroine we need. Come on.
No.
It looks like it. Look at it. Lucio, Moira, we got a mate too. Zoro's just gonna go.
Almost classic brawl.
Oh my god. Is this happening? Please leave with a Ryan.
Yes! It is going to be a Ryan!
Ron is back for what map? Here in Semper Community Series. You saw it here, guys. There it is. So, let's see if we can get this done. Also,
beautiful commitment.
Can't get the Hawk though, but Megumin drops extremely low in front, and there you go. The Fire Strike gonna finish the Bastion off. Banamu at least is able to get Zoro away. Look at that damage. Hitori is taking immediate reaction with the heals. What a volley again onto Yoink, but the Hawk is still gonna stay alive, and look at that damage to pump into them. Though still, no one is dying at Super Shy's side, so they're still stable. Megumin should also be back very soon. Aggressive push here into Banamu, but Hitori needs to back away because of all the incoming damage.
He's struggling to keep the healing output done because, as you know, as a Moira, you don't have endless healing and you need to charge it up with some damage. And Banamu getting kill on Zoro, but Pack revenged Banamu and killed Banamu. Zoro and Megumi getting a kill. Yoink! It is looking good for CBD. They're forcing them back to the spawn.
Indeed. Indeed, that's what's happening.
Like a
Tikuno
gentle rain.
takes the easy way out just to regroup. But we're now looking at some ultimates coming up for Super Shy. Gonna have a shatter. Imagine a shatter. Let's see if it gets cancelled or Suzu. Or Suzu. Well, that's gonna break some hearts, but you know,
Yeah.
you do what's necessary, of course. So Chemnitz,
I'm here.
I'm smelling that. There's something like a victory fever going on here. Oh, Kitsune Rush with a whole hog. Are you kidding me? He doesn't survive that for too long. Zoro dead as well. So, again, this combination, absolute classic. One of the best combos, actually kind of underrated. Yoink with a 3-piece right here. So, Chemnitz, they are indeed able to delay this for 2 more minutes. Yeah, can they even get this? Oh, back. It's gonna be Stagger.
It is a late pick from Megami getting back, and I need just wait for him to
Oh, so
get
Shatter
back. The
on.
shatter on Yoint, and it was empty.
every-
Two people shatter on the ground. Now it is kind of over for them. Reinhardt forcing point. Maybe the ultimate can turn the tables around.
Ah, the technique. Look at that. Shielding upwards. Something you need to learn, actually. Yep. Well, almost got the pick up here on the fire strike. And Hitri goes aggressive. And there you go. That is the first point here. Forced. Even though there was the ball back, you also commit the beat into that. So you invest such a high-profile ultimate to literally just watch the point slip away. And, maybe... Okay.
Sometimes you have to go for this commitment. That is what a good try to save it with a beat in the ball, but well, the timing wasn't right. And whatever Megumi did there, he emoted, right?
I don't think he did, no. I think he actually just stood still and gave up because he was certain that death would get him after all. Oh, 3. Yeah, okay. It's gonna be that. But Suzu's in front. He's just running it down mid, quite literally, with that Ryan. And it is working. As you can see, this is really just fun, right? Oh, the wall. No, kind of toxic. It's gonna be the High Noon here. Blizzard as well. What was the Blizzard though committed on to? Can't really tell that. Yoink. Using some techniques here. The new ball in display. Beat gonna be used though by Sobek to keep everyone nice and healthy. And now finally, they will fall here. Oh, Yoink sees a chance to maybe get a pick on that minefield, but that's not gonna happen. Never mind.
What did happen? You
I take it
jinxed
back.
it! It
I
was
take it
the
back.
caster curse. You killed Sobek. It is your fault.
Don't tell him, please. Don't tell him. Chat. Nobody
And-
says a word, okay?
By the way, Zoro
I'm in your
changed
walls.
to Genji. Away from the Cassidy into the Genji. A good, beautiful committed play we're going to see here. Maybe.
Soon rush now, forcing into the Bastion. Very dangerous. No kill right now. Hitori instead the one getting the first one winner. Oh, and Boolean just fearlessly goes in. Immediately realizes there's a lamp and just gets absolutely slapped across the whole face. Manabu takes out the Kuno though here. Gonna have a visit
6
though.
meters left.
From Zoro. Yeah, that's not much. That's not GG. It's a GG right here. Yeah, 6 meters left. Super Shy also takes Blizzard World with a Rhine Brawl. Let's go, guys!
It was so beautiful to watch. The walls, the good charge, the fire strikes. Good old times.
Good old times indeed. Though I have to say I'm not really a Ryan player. Still, it's just good to see it once in a while, you know. Especially if you're looking at these coordinated team plays. It's just a joy, and
Yeah.
I think there are some connoisseurs out there who will definitely enjoy the sight. Greetings go out to my friend Yami, who was hoping for it in the last matchup, who was begging me to say the word, yes, there is a possibility for Rhine Brawl on King's Row, but nope, not gonna happen. Instead, we got it right here, too. So, thank you so much, Super Shy. Thank you, Hitori, for playing that holy hero.
And we have to say, we're going into a short break after those two really intense matchups. So again, you have the chance to grab a drink, grab a snack. We'll be right back.
Yes, sir, and it's match point, right? 2-0
Yeah.
for Super Shy, so be ready. Last round potentially coming up.
And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our cloudlands when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Cause you got me holding. And I'll be running, possessed by a low, low voodoo. Fired up like a wolf on the full moon. And we're stuck in a la la land. The tides will turn without us. And I'll be killing time like I might be a cartoon. Take it in real life like haiku. I know we got the good vibes when pieces fall right into place. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Cause you got me holding. Play me like a bass guitar. Simmer down and mess me up. Tripping like I'm Jimmy at Woodstock. Drive me around in your red Ford. Shivers down my spinal cord. Cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding.
I'm alone, I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go, I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired with yesterday. Fada, fada. I fell where my demons dwell. My own little nightmare, I call it hell. Oh well, it's time to get back up.
Greetings, fellow gamers. Welcome back to the SCS Grand Final. And we might see the last map coming up, Super Shy versus Chemnitzer Drüberschau Buben. Right now, 2-0 for Super Shy in this first of 3 matchup. And the next map is Circuit Royale, and we're just gonna hop straight in. We don't want these people to wait to click some heads. So let's get rolling.
And it's Circuit Royale, always up for some surprises. The first point, well, in the beginning of the map when it was released, there were always a Sigma and a poke comp. This was the strongest you can play here. But maybe we're going to see again a dive from the teams. Well, or what do I say again? They didn't play dive at all. But now we have it. We have the poke comp, as I called it.
And pretty much the classic poke comp, the modern poke comp. Back in the days, you would still play a Hanzo into that. There was also some space for Mercy to also work, that you just pocket the 2 DPS. None of that anymore. Instead, it's the classic Zen Baptiste. You just have so much damage on these 2 supports for sure. Sigma, just your go-to tank for poke. Right now, it feels like the only tank really that
It's easy to outfight them.
that is really viable in poke. On the other half, let's see what they're playing with. We saw a Zarya potentially. I would love that. I'm a Zarya enjoyer actually. I'm a Zarya main to be frank, but nah, that. Okay, they're still not making up their mind. Okay, guys, can we now play Chemnitz? All right, looks like they are also going onto a poke composition with some twists though. Megumin again on the DPS with Boolean on the support.
Banamu forcing the 1v1 with Zoro, looking always up in the right corner above the building. Maybe Zoro is going to jump up, but he's going to play it safe and play it more defensively in the back line of the team. And Zoro getting the first pick, as I've been talking about him, getting a second pick on Banamu with a beautiful committed headshot on the Widow. And now back side flank from Zoro above the building, getting the Zen, no, it was Zoro who gets Embry. And Yoink getting Zoro. Just, yeah.
The kill.
But they're
Just
forcing
going
it back.
to kill.
Zovic, kill on Banamu, the Widow down again. Just playing in the spawn. It's a close hold here. A good strategy when you can keep it up.
Ooh. this is brutality, man. Okay. Yeah, I guess the team really have some fun right now. I mean,
Yeah.
Super Shy, let's be real. Super Shy, they have been performing well in OWCS, and what exactly do you hope to achieve if you're not on OWCS main event level? There's not much to do right here. Actually, yeah, Megumin takes the kill onto Zovic.
Yeah, it was about time.
Oh, Hitori running it down mid on that Sigma. That spawn door certainly must taste nice. Okay.
Absolutely, yeah. A little bit salty maybe from the side of CBT. And yeah,
okay.
but it's okay. And there are only 3 people on the point. And Pac getting in with ultimate. Zoro getting the headshot on Banamu. Banamu, sorry. And Pac with a second kill on Boolean. It is still not looking good for Super Shy. They need to roll back behind the safe side of Sigma.
Penguin dropping very low here. And receive the heals. And now at least you have some control over that payload. Need to use the lamp here just to be sure that Yoink would stay alive. But now you lift up 3 people. Look at how low they go. And Hitori takes the kill at least on the Megumin. Another one here onto Yoink as well. Now that the Transcendence in front, it's way easier to maintain that space. Look at that mechanics as well. Did you see how he just tracked that Baptiste falling? That shows you how gifted Hitori actually is.
I need to ask him how he trains his tracking, because I need to get this skill level.
Oh, I think he can tell you, but she can tell you, but she will also add. Well, you might spend a few 100 hours on this.
Oh, I don't have time for that.
Pretty much, yeah. Then the problem's very node. Oh, what a
beautiful walk from Hitori! She aimed it and she landed it.
Yeah, the confidence. She improved so much since the World Cup for Germany. Like, holy, Hitori was never bad, but my, he's just on the next level right now. And with window in front, it's gonna be very awkward for them. And look at that, they warmed up. Zoro especially. It's just, oh, the 360, Unfortunately, there's no head to hit when there's a Bastion in his third form right now, so there is that. Window a little bit awkward in place, but he might be able to use it. Not really too much, because Hitori just on top. Okay, that's her kill feed.
They were just cropped into the small room. They couldn't get out, and knowing, well, could get in to help them. They just played with them in a small room, and it's young, low HP, and a Torbjorn. Oh! Megumi on Torbjorn. Torbjorn is always nice to see.
Something rather atypical. I mean, at this point, why not? Well, try it. Maybe you can kick them out of the balance. It's gonna be lifted up. Dodges the rock. Perfectly done. No problem for her. And now they can't even touch points. So there is that. The last map almost over. Let's be real.
Yeah, well, it's 52 meters that they have to push.
Good luck.
And, it's going to be a fast push.
Well, we can just salute at this point. That's just an 07 in chat. For real.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah, it has to be like super shy. They just know their stuff. You know what? I would see them right now just having a little bit of a show still, and just pick heroes that you would usually never see in something like super unsynergetic.
Yeah. Oh, this would be epic.
A Winston Junkrat or something. Oh, come on, guys. Yeah,
Are
the
we seeing
Lightweaver
the
can stay, but what about the rest?
Follow my lead.
Dang it.
I'll make sure this goes smoothly.
We see the same poker at like the last matchup, and well, no, it's a Symmetra on defense. Interesting, and a Mercy too, with maybe some pocket for Megumi.
Do not get in my way.
Now, Sim usually is picked to put some pressure onto the Sigma. You cannot really brawl a Symmetra. The issue is, though, it really depends on the mechanics. When we talk about mechanics and we see that name that starts with H here, yeah, there is mechanics, okay? I think we have some mechanics. Oh, play the piano.
And then just playing it.
Too bad. How casual can it be? There's a round going on, and they just choose to play the piano and still get 2 kills. Welcome to Super Shy.
And here the Widow, some jump shots, but if they're putting the pressure on, pushing it back. Yoink, trying to get some space for his team, getting the rock in his back. Hittery getting pulled back to the spawn, not to the spawn, sorry, to the bridge.
Oh, that is a kill on a Live Weaver. Look at how far they get pushed back. I don't even know if they can see the payload before it actually caps.
Well, they could see the silhouettes of the payload.
Oh, Woody's gonna clutch this.
No.
Oh, there's a kill on Tesoro. It's winnable. Never mind. Well, Super Shy.
It is over.
Congratulations. They have won the first Semper Community Series as the absolute giga chats that they are in Hitori, with a very deserved Pod G. Her Sigma, pristine as always.
Beautiful. As I said, they were just packed and crumbled into a small room, and here he had an easy game to kill them. GG to them, and good game to Chemnitz Drüberschau Boom. You did really well. You showed us how an underdog can perform in this tournament, and getting some pressure on a highly skilled team.
Yes, sir. So, GG's to them. They have performed tremendously well. They made it up from the Challenger division into the Champion division. They have beaten X-Rays even in an Uniliga duel. And they met this big team of Super Shy. They have met the stars, and, well, they've picked up some kills, picked up some points as well. So why not? That's, I would say, something that you can absolutely add to your CV for sure.
Yeah, totally. I would brag about it in my next job. So
every time you kill somebody from Super Shy, you just screenshot it.
Yeah.
Just make what's that called in English again? Tapete.
Oh yeah, I don't know what
I don't know what it is. Well, you can Google it out there, chat. But, well, congratulations to Super Shy. They have been the favorites all around. But after securing that OWCS main event spot, we could only, guess if they would drop anything at this point. So they have been performing tremendously well. They deserve this victory. And yeah, I guess before we go anywhere else, let's see if we can get some voices for you. So we're gonna head into a quick break and look for some interview partners. See you in a bit.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it. And we may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. 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 I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. Oh, clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. When it hurts like this. We climb the greatest heights, jump down and have a fight, and that's all we'll ever like. But that can never change my mind. When it's good, it's amazing. When it's bad, it's uneasy. I wouldn't have it another way.
There we are back for the aftermath of the grand final of the first Semper Community Series. The final is over. And we have a grand winner. Super Shy took the victory home here with a 3-0 with a very convincing one, but we're not gonna leave just yet. As promised, we're gonna get you some interview partners. And the first one joining us is from Chemnitz. Hello there, Banamu. How are you?
Hello, hello. I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you so much also for coming to this interview, of course. Well, it's not easy for a losing team usually to send somebody into this interview. And also, by the way, it really feels weird to interview you in English. Because you and me, we actually had an interview back in the Uniliga.
Yes, fair enough, but you know, it's for the audience.
Yes, sir. True showman, I see. Well, how's the gut feeling after this?
Honestly, we've had a pretty pleasant time in this tournament. Like, all matches were rather enjoyable. Of course, you know, the expectation going into the last match was different, but it doesn't mean that you know, you can find your moments in the game to still extract some fun out of the experience.
Exactly. That's what we saw as well. That's also how we casted. We were also realizing, okay, this was about the fun more or less because, you know, Super Shy, of course. That's a different weight class. Even you, with all the skill you and your team has, it's usually a bit iffy, but, you know, it is what it is still. You secured second place, and you got a prize money of 50 euros of that, by the way.
Oh, that's quite nice. I wasn't aware it was that much. Well,
There you go.
we're gonna have to see how it works with our ringer because well, technically we played the tournament with a different roster, but our second support didn't have time.
Okay, I see. Well, yeah, you can make that out yourself later after this interview session. One thing I'm very curious about, of course, as an Uniliga caster, what are your plans now? I think you're not competing right now, right?
No, I don't really have the time anymore, and to be quite frankly honest, the game is quite literally a social function. It's a way to hang out with friends and have some fun while not sucking at a video game.
Fair.
Going into it, you know, alone or only for the competition is something that you could enjoy, but it takes time. It's an investment, and nowadays I'm focusing on other things.
All right, because I was also going through your roster and I was like, okay, is Boolean actually studying, for example? Like I was going through the players and was checking the eligibility. How many? I mean, you are studying. Then Megumin was part of the team back in the days.
Yeah.
Who else too? Boolean wasn't. I know that Boolean wasn't.
We had Pingu, but he didn't play today.
Ah, Pingu. Isn't he also in
Yes.
another roster? Actually, didn't he change to another team?
Yes, he's playing for a different team in Unileague.
Okay. I need to check on that. I'm pretty sure it is a big one though. It is definitely League One somewhere. But yeah,
I assume
that's
so.
okay. That's okay. So basically, what happens to the team after this outside of Uniliga?
Well, of course, as a group of friends, we'll still continue playing. We'll find other opportunities to play in tournaments. One issue with most tournaments is that they are usually very strict when it comes to when the matches are supposed to be played. So, say there's 1 or 2 match days where you have to play for 6 hours on each day. That's not something where everybody can have availability. So this is one of the reasons why we enjoyed playing in this tournament so much. Having a weekly game with the flexibility of, you know, finding an agreeable time once per week was very good. Like, honestly, we kind of need more of that. And if there's going to be another opportunity like this, I assume we'll play again.
Nice. That's good to hear. We're glad that you're saying that because usually the set games were the ones that we would usually stream, but even there we had somewhat flexibility. Like even if you would now move your game around, well, that's fine. We'll try to get another game then. So that was usually the issue, but I'd say in this series we really managed that well. So very glad to hear. And good to hear that also this flexibility is what makes this tournament so attractive. Well, let's come to the last question. Do you have any last words? Because still, you have managed to make it into the finals against Super Shy. You have won the Challenger division. You've made it into the grand finals. You have achieved only deserve to have some free words.
Yeah, first and foremost, I would like to thank my team. It was a pleasure to play alongside them, and I assume some enjoyable moments will be stuck in our memory from this tournament. Secondly, I'd also like to thank our opponents because, well, I'd assume that they entertained the competitive spirit of this tournament and that they made the matches interesting. At least, of course, when it was possible. Let's not quite count the last match there. I'm sure it was interesting in its own way, but in terms of competitiveness, of course, different expectations. Yeah, and lastly, I'd like also to thank the organizers of this tournament because other than having an unpleasant amount of waiting time today, the tournament was very well organized. And there weren't any issues.
All right. Nice. Thank you so much, Banamu, for your time here. GG's. It was fun watching you casting your games as well from my part, and I'm speaking for Joki and
Yeah.
Yami at this point too. Glad having you here. Hope to see you again sometime. It doesn't matter in which tournament. Would really like to see you again. Your hit scan is very cracked.
Thank you, thank you. Have a nice
Right.
day.
Thank you too, man. See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. That was Banamu for you, ladies and gentlemen. The hitscan player from Chemnitz. And, well, we are not gonna wait, or rather said, leave him waiting. In the interview room, we have from the winner teams, from Super Shy, the real Swedish stallion, Zorro. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing great.
Well, congratulations. You have won the first Semper Community Series with, well, a roster that was absolutely stacked. I mean, of course, everybody was
Thank you.
kind of
thank you.
expecting you winning. Yeah, how is the feeling right now?
I mean, I think we're kind of calm. Like, I mean, I don't want to ego too much, right? But as you said, like people are expecting us to win. We're also kind of expecting to win, but we're really just kind of chilling now. Just like taking a breath after win, you know. So yeah, I guess nothing else than that.
We could tell. Could tell that you were chilling. We definitely had fun with this match. It was rather different. Gotta
Mhm.
say that. We finally saw some Rhine Brawl actually coming out. Thanks, shout out to you guys for
Oh,
that.
yeah.
So that was good. I guess you really did have some fun today. Well, and also there's some prize money for you. What are you gonna spend the prize money for? The 150 euros.
Ooh, I think a lot of us is gonna spend it on like food and stuff. I don't. I'm probably gonna use it like McDonald's or something. I'm not exactly sure, but I'll use at least something good.
Because I still remember when that was back in Class Clash where you also played. There was guest tier 3 who was just blatantly saying, well, we would use the prize money for drinks. At least
Oh,
you were
yeah.
using that on food.
There might be
drinks,
some
I'm
people on the
thinking
team using it for drinks as well.
about.
You never know.
Yeah, of course. That's no problem. That's no problem, guys. You have all the right to celebrate. Well, moving away from this match and this tournament, of course, you are the big thing. You're the main eventer for OWCS. How's the planning going? How's the feeling towards that right now?
Oh, it's great. I mean, I don't think like anyone on the team basically expected us to go like top 6. Like that was just crazy for us. Sure, we would have wanted to go further in that, but I mean, no one's complaining with a top 6 placement. I mean, the plan for us now is just to focus on the Faceit League that's coming up. So that's going to be the main focus for now.
Good. Just busy living in the moment, taking on the challenges step by step. That's really good. I mean, you still have some time until DreamHack. It's what is
Yeah.
it? 31st of May. So
Yeah, it's like 4 months for stage 3 or something. So it's time,
Yeah.
a lot of time to practice.
yeah, exactly. So I was very excited. I was watching your game against Ex Oblivione, which was that big fated match that brought you in this position in the first place. And now you also finally, as far as I know, though, maybe you can correct me in that, but in your caster sheet, it says that you have taken half a map of. Oh yeah, I think we can correct that.
Yeah, now we can correct that. Yeah, that's outdated. I mean, I guess when we took half a map, that was like for the qualification for Faceit League, right? That's
Could have
just
been, yeah.
such a pain to play though. Like 3 best of 7s in a row. I don't know.
Oh boy. Best of 7s for real.
Yeah, it was pain.
I wasn't aware of that. Okay. Well, that is certainly a marathon for you to run then. All right. I would say then, just to send you off very soon into your celebrations, however they may look like. Do you have any last words for the stream as the winner of the Semper Community Series and for the fans of Super Shy?
Ooh, well, I mean, I always want to shout out my coaches, Yokai, Predo, and Cointree. They've been doing a lot of great work, like behind the scenes, like such as scouting, strategies, and everything. Want to give a shout out to them. Also, like, I mean, the whole staff team in Super Shy, like social media managers, like our managers and everything. Like, they're the ones doing the real work behind the scenes.
All right. Well then, Mr. Jokey, do you have anything to say to our freshly baked champion?
No, just thanks for the matchup today. Thanks that I was able to cast you guys. It was a pleasure. And, well, good game.
Yeah, thank you for the tournament.
Right. Also, great honor to have you here. It's great to talk to you guys, see your games, and see you pop off. I hope you make it far in the Faceit League, and later on we see you pop off in DreamHack. Thank you so much for participating here in this tournament, guys. It was such a pleasant stay with you. Fantastic Overwatch as per usual. Keep your heads up. Keep aiming for the sky, but keep your feet on the ground. And
Yes,
thank you so
sir.
much. Thank you so much for your time, Zoro.
Thank
GG's.
you.
See you
GG's.
around, man. Ah, all right. Such pleasant personalities on this tournament. Honestly. Another great interview. Thank you so much, Zoro and Banamu, for joining us in the casting booth for some words after the match. And well, you know, that was the grand final. It's feels awkward.
Over.
It's over.
Yeah, it's over.
That's it.
What do we do now?
You're right. Okay. Some vacation would be a plan.
Oh, it would be a pleasure, yeah.
Well, anyways. Let's let that sink in. There you go. The final of the Semper Community Series is done and dusted. Super Shy emerge as the victor. A fantastic Overwatch we have seen across the board. Yesterday was such a fantastic day with Semper Beatable having one of the best runs ever in the tournament, coming from the lowest bracket, winning 2 divisions in a row, and then getting stopped by the Chemnitzer Drüberschaububen, who now they can be extra proud, made it into the tournament finals against the big one, against Super Shy. So they definitely had their statement yesterday. They had their time to shine. And, well, everybody certainly had a good time in this tournament. Of course, there's always something to do, something to improve. So, of course, give some feedback to the guys and gals in the background that are setting up this tournament. But it is so good to hear that the experience has been so pleasant, the Overwatch has been so good. So, yeah, let us then move to thank everyone out there watching this. You are the best. Thanks for finding the stream and joining us, tagging along in this fantastic journey that the SCS has provided us. Of course, big shout out to everyone behind the scenes here in the Observe. We had a multi-Observe today. Thank you so much, Akiyami, Lilip, Quiche Engine. You are the best. Thank you so much for being here. Aaron also being with us. The production, of course. Anni, please, viel hackt. Fühl dich gedrückt. Lars, of course, the owner. He is everywhere, and also in this production, he is carrying so much weight on his shoulders every time, and he's still kicking. He is making the best out of this, and well, big love to you guys. Thank you so much. It was an honor to cast for you, or it is an honor. There's of course going to be plenty of opportunities, and of course it has been an honor tagging alongside my friend Yami, who is in chat, probably still crying over that Rhine incident on Blizzard World, and of course you, Mr. Jokey. Thank you so much.
Thanks to you too. Always nice to be part of this stream and to be a co-cast with you. Yeah, and if you want to be part of this community and help out with streams or try out some casting, you can do it too. Just come to our Discord, connect with the people, follow us on all social media we have, so you don't miss anything, and yeah, be part of our community, an awesome community.
Yes, sir. You heard it here. So, again, thanks so much. Has been quite the journey. It has been such a joy. And yeah, time to lay this stream, this series to rest for now. And see you guys then next time. Thanks so much for coming, for tuning in. Thanks for all the great games. See you guys around.
So why is it so hard to let you go? To let you go. So why is it so hard to let you go? To let you go. So why is it so hard?